Wow. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that yet. I do this. Ooh, I need to fix that a bit though. And that's not gonna work because it's gonna reflect right in my glasses when I don't even need to be wearing glasses actually. Hello. I have the Emiba cosplay. Alright. Alright, hello. I've got everything ready to go. Um, literally nobody here. It's fine. I just tried marketing myself a bit more this time and thought it would work. Oh, it did work. Hi, Snow. It's Fiona. I was thinking about covering Fiona too a little bit, but I didn't set up the PowerPoint with her in one, so it's just gonna be Emiba. Hi, Snow. Hey, Sode, what's going on? Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Snow, by the way. Thank you so much. Yeah, me. I've got the Emiba outfit on, ready to go to explain my character, so I hope you enjoy this. You made an account just to watch this. I'm so glad. Thank you, Danny. Unless you want me to call you Mortalia on Twitch. However you want me to call you, bro. That's my brother, y'all, in chat. Let's go. I'm happy. He here. Hydrate, you got 10-4. So anyway, oh shit. I'm gonna be explaining my character Emiba today. For those of you that don't know, she is my Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V character. I don't think you'd be able to tell whether that, well, I don't think you wouldn't be able to tell if this was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Character with the fucking setup I have. So, yeah, it's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Character. I mean, yeah. What it is. Currently at work? Okay. Cool. Shit. Awesome. Thanks. I hope you'll be able to see, well, not see, but I'll try to explain Amiiba's story the best I can, even with the visuals on screen, so that way you also can get an idea of her story since you're just listening. So I'll do my best to relay that in word instead of just visuals. So thank you for letting me know, Snow. You want me to call you Mortal? Alright. Mortal. Fine. Mortal it is. Can I still say that you're my brother? Stanley. Stanley Cup or a whole ass jug? Oh, it's a big jug. This thing's fucking. This is 7 cups worth of water actually, which is great. I need to drink like one and a quarter of these. No, one and an extra cup of these every day. That is So it's this whole thing is 7 cups, and I need 4 cups is 1 liter. You're supposed to have 2 liters of water a day. I can have this whole jug in a day plus another cup of water, and I'm good. Usually the extra cup of water comes from food, though, so I really just drink one of these, and it's all good. But I'll be getting a different mug that will actually be metal, so it can actually retain its coolness throughout the day, because this is just plastic. It's a lot of water, so it pretty much stays cool. But it'd be nice if it actually could sit in a cup holder in the car, because it can't. It's like the bottom is like my whole hand. So, yeah. Okay. It's big, but it's great. You need it. You need at least 2 liters of water every day. Every human being on the planet needs at the very least 2 liters. Those with a larger body mass may need more than that, and also depending on your sex, and depending on a lot of other factors, obviously. But biologically, learned that stuff in biology class. You know, the whole 9 yards. Good to keep yourself hydrated, and that's why everybody does that hydrate thing on Twitch. It's smart. A growler size hydro flat? Nice. Good. Excellent. Fantastic. Luckily it's not carbonated. Anyway, so I feel a little gleeby, and I kind of wish I had coffee this morning instead of just water. My eyes feel like they're gonna fall, so I am going to be having chocolate covered coffee beans in order to keep myself alive at the moment. I'm very gleeby. So, without further ado, here is the beginning of the Emiba story stream. Let me go ahead and scoot this up a little higher because my hair is all the way up here, not halfway down. Okay. So, I was gonna start with a little bit of a dentist background. I may still do that, but it all depends, because I know not everybody has seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, the 5th in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, so maybe I'll just go ahead and start there. So, pretty much everybody probably knows Yu-Gi-Oh! If you existed on the internet in the 90s and beyond, you know about Yu-Gi-Oh! If you watched TV, or been to a card shop, or go to Walmart, even if you're not in this country, you know what Yu-Gi-Oh! is. You know what Yu-Gi-Oh! is. Now, there has been, up to this point now, there is actually 8 Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. They are on one that's more focused on the speed dueling, but I haven't gone past the 7th one. I tried watching some of the 7th one, wasn't really interested. Kind of didn't like it. I need to keep moving my wig down because it feels like it's falling to the back of my head, because it's kind of heavy. This is all metal, by the way, in here. This is metal. So it's a little heavy. Okay. Oh, Jet, thank you. Wait, is it the regular Oedipus? Did I add the other ones? I don't think I added the other ones. I did not. Alright, Jet, you gotta tell me which one you want. Let me go grab it. Yeah, those are good. Because I got the other Pez machines in. Okay, sorry. I got too much shit. I got the other Pez machines in. So, Jet, do you want it to be... This is good. Pinky is good. Demon is... I hate these ones. And I know you're gonna want that one anyway. And then Parry is random. So if you want to gamble, Parry is for gambling. So let me know which one you want me to eat. Jet. Okay. You feeling nice today, Pinkie Pie it is? Pinkie Pie is all orange. Thank you so much, Jet. Aw, shit. It got stuck. Oh. Can't tell, but... There's a piece of Pez that got stuck way in the back. It got stuck in the back there. Oops. Not the orange. Yes, orange Pez. My brother is also obsessed with the oranges. Okay. Thank you for the Pez. Appreciate it. It's delicious. I'm gonna try and eat the crumbles. That fell out. So, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, those of you that don't know, the 5th one is the one that I like the most. That's pretty obvious. Even both of the characters that I've made for Yu-Gi-Oh! Are both from Arc V. Even though the other character I made for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a Synchro 5Ds type character, I'm watching 5Ds currently with Marin, and so far I'm not really getting a feeling that I can actually add a character to the story to change anything or to make it more interesting for me. So at the moment, 5Ds isn't really hitting a chord with me. It might hit a chord with me towards the end of the series, especially when I know that there's gonna be some weird timey-wimey shit happening towards the end, so I might be more interested later. But at the moment, I'm not. Ah, shit. Some of the Pez fell out. I gotta put it back in. Damn. Oh, crap. Okay. So, Arc V. I'll explain a little bit of the story so that you guys have a bit of context to how I explain the character. In Arc V, there are 4 dimensions to the world. The original timeline of the world was split into 4. This is by, of course, dual monsters. Dual monsters that do not like the fact that humans are taking advantage of the power of the dual spirits and using them for their own purposes, their own wants, their own entertainment. And that's primarily the issue, is entertainment in this future. So one guy is really in tune with the dual spirits. Oh, by the way, hashtag spoilers if you don't want to be, if you don't want to know why the dimensions are split into four, you might not want to listen to that part. But I'll just explain it for those of you who don't want to watch the show. It's split into four because there's this guy that's really in tune with the dual spirits, and he knows their feelings and knows what they want. And his main four monsters are dragons. There's these four dragons that are his main monsters, and he merges into a body with all of his dragons and turns into this giant big fuck-off dragon called Zark. And he was going to destroy the world, but the girl that is the daughter of the scientist that created the real light vision version of the dueling that they do, solid vision, she takes the device that's supposed to split Zark back into his four different dragons and himself. She steals the thing that's supposed to make them split, and that I'll keep secret. And she ends up splitting the one world into four dimensions. So the world is split into four dimensions. There are these four girls and four boys from one of each of the dimensions that look the same, only in their face. They all have completely different hairstyles. They don't look the same whatsoever except for in the face. And then everyone's just looking at them like, you're my this, you're my friend that, you're that girl. There's dimension crossing, there's dimension traveling. The guy that knew that the dimensions were split is trying to merge them back together. Motherfucker starts an interdimensional war. It's kind of crazy. So, dimensions and all the dimension traveling and war and shit, these are all reasons why this show is really interesting to me, and it's lots of fun. And my hair looks a little weird from the side here. Okay. I just keep looking at it. I'm like, why does it look flat on that side? That's weird. There. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna ruin it for you. But the thing is, you don't know how it happens. I'm not gonna tell you how they meet. I just will tell you that's the basis of why the dimensions are split. Because if you know what's happening in the background, it's a lot more clear, and you're like, oh, I'm not confused. I know that this, that, and the other thing. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So but you don't know the feelings of the people involved. Okay. Anyway, academia. So there's the four different dimensions. Fusion is one of them. Fusion Academy is based off of GX. So if you like GX, Fusion. And my character is from that dimension. So my character is from the Fusion dimension. In Fusion, this school, academia, is taking all of the students that would be just normal, regular students and turning them into dual soldiers in order to travel to the other dimensions and turn everybody else into cards. So my character kind of thinks that this is crazy. She's thrust into this. She hates this. She doesn't want to do this. And my husband's laughing across the side. Why are you laughing? Don't worry, okay, fine. So, she decides that when she passes all of the tests, which are all involved in dueling other people and carding them, when she passes all the tests that she doesn't want to do, she will escape when they go to the first dimension that they have to go to. She is one of the first groups of soldiers that has to go to another dimension. They go to the Xyz dimension. And Xyz is, of course, based off of the fourth series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. And, I don't like Zexal. I hate Zexal. So I don't really care that Zexal got completely demolished by Academia. I'm not bothered by that. in this entire show. I see, oh, there's the war and people are getting hardened. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's bad, but I actually don't care because I don't like this part of the series. My fucking hair keeps moving. You know, I really tied this down good. I swear to God, I did. Okay. I don't care about Xyz. I go there. Okay. Put my character in that spot where she has to escape in the Xyz dimension. So, I'll go ahead and start that part of the slideshow. Just some basic information on the screen that I have already. That art, by the way, is actually done by, don't know how to pronounce her name, but, Kamau, on Twitter, and they're incredible, they're amazing, I love them. I have a full body of that I'll show later on. On the bottom, I've got some emotes that I actually used on Twitch a bit ago, but I removed them because they're by an artist. I don't remember the artist's name. I can't even credit them properly, so I needed to do my own version. So the top, I've got the little cute heart Emiba that I have now. And on the side, I've got Emiba and Dennis with the heart, which I also have now. And the little dancing cat, which is also Emiba. I've got that as well. I made that. Those ones I've made. The ones at the bottom I did not. Now, those of you who have subscribed, you'll see that there's a little fleur-de-lis next to your name. And each one of them is different. Jet, you actually have heartbreaks. Heartbreak is the blue, black, and green. So you have that one. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Why do you all of a sudden have my Soul Eater characters? Well, now you have the black one, actually. The black one is black and plaid, and that is my main character. It was just Emmy. She was originally from Soul Eater, and that's a big heckin' story, and that I will be... Oh, you have both of them. Okay, well, there you go. That one, that will be another stream. That's gonna be super fun, very complicated. It's gonna be fun. If you like dimension traveling, that's even more crazy. So I'll do that one later. And then Snow, you actually have, I think that is my... Oh, that's Ama. You actually have Ama. Ama, it has the red, the very light blue, and I think the greenish yellow to symbolize Io, Asher, and then her. Okay. Lore, yeah, I got a lot of lore. So, Emiba, I kind of gave her the last name of Mibaru because one of my friends came up with that. Jessie, who also has a Yu-Gi-Oh character. You know, she likes GX, so she's mainly in GX, but she made an Arc V character as well. Basically, this is her same character for GX, just put in Academia. She kind of came up with the idea of Mibaru as the last name. I liked it. I just didn't really know the last name to give her. I usually just call her Emiba, but I'll just keep a Mibaru for now. Sounds good. So Emiba also uses a Red Eyes deck, which I have in front of me. I love the Red Eyes. Her main monster is not that one, not Dragoon. She doesn't use Dragoon. Dragoon's too much. Her main monster is Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. I think I have this in almost every rarity except for Ghost Rare. This is the ulti, actually. This one is beveled. You can actually feel the monster on the front of the card. Love Red Eyes. Love the Red Eyes Fusion deck. If I had her just a Red Eyes monster, that's a Dark Magician. Oh yeah, there you go. Starlight Rare. Let's go. Starlight. Fucking Starlight Rare. 25th Anniversary Edition. My friend Percio gave that one to me. Love that one. I just have a bunch of cool Emmy emotes. Yee. Thank you, Snow. Let me know if you have ever used the two little hearts together. The Emiba and Dennis, or Emiba, Heartbreak and Jack. Because they're cute. So, she uses the Red Eyes deck, and there's a club that I came up with the idea of in the school. Here, still keep falling down. This sucks. For the school to have a Red Eyes club and a Blue Eyes club. And in that idea, Marin actually wants to make a Blue Eyes character that helps my character escape from Academia. And he works on the inside of Academia, and Emiba works on the outside trying to prevent academia from, you know, invading any other dimensions. First time I used this wig was great. Now this time it's not really working very well. I don't know why, and this is bothering the shit out of me. Did a really good job the first time I used this wig. Okay. What does everyone in one of the 4 dimensions have a version of themselves with the same face in the other dimensions? So it's only the 4 main guy characters. So there's Yuya, Yuto, Yuri, and Yugioh. They're from one of each of the dimensions. They, the guys, are the separated versions of Zark. Yuri. Yeah, Yuri. So the boys are the separated versions of the guy that has the 4 dragons. That's why all the main character guys have the dragon characters. So Yuya has odd eyes. Yugioh has Starlight? Not Stardust. That's the other guy. You know, that one. Whatever. He has the white synchro dragon. Yuto has Dark Rebellion, and Yuri has Starving Venom. Those are the four dragons of Zark that was split. I actually have the Zark deck somewhere as well. I made that one too. So that's why there's 4 guys. And then the 4 girls, Yuzu, Ruri, Rin, and I was about to say Rei. No. Ruri, Rin, and Serena. It's Selena, but not Zelena, but with an S, not a Z. Okay, okay, bro. Okay, mortal, it's with an S. Completely different, and they pronounce it differently. Selena. Serena. That's how I like to say. Oh my god. There was a Blue Eyes Club in Germany years ago. Didn't go, oh, fuck off, Sode. Well, that's basically what's happening with academia. So the exact same thing with Germany is basically what, in this show, the fusion dimension did to all the other dimensions. Carding everybody in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is basically the same as killing them. So, yeah, correlations, yes. Same shit. I apologize. This wig is actually not working right now. Even that's not working. I actually have to put that down for a second because it's bothering me so much that I can't even talk. So, apologies. That's going down right now. I'll still wear the jacket. You can see her hair on screen anyway. But no other person in the show of Arc 5 has other versions of themselves in other dimensions. Nobody. So they may grow up and they may be seen in a later version of the timeline, as in, like, you could see an older version of a character from Arc 5 in Vrains, or maybe their grandkids, but not, like, them, or, you know, it's the main timeline. Basically, in Arc 5, the 4 dimensions do come back together again in the end, and Yuya is the only one left out of the 4 boys, and Yuzu is the only one left out of the 4 girls. The people that cared for those people from the other dimensions, so the other girls that were there, they are now all a part of Yuzu, and then the 3 boys are now a part of Yuya. So they all have the memories, they all have the emotions, they all have the experiences of themselves, but now they're all in Yuya, or they're all in Yuzu. So the dimensions do come back together again, and there is peace out of the chaos. But yeah, nobody else has an alternate dimensional version of themselves. Only the 4 boys and the 4 girls of the main character cast. Thank you. Yeah, it looks great. It just, the wig cap underneath kept slipping too, so you know what? Fuck it. Thank you, Captain Hugman. Almost sip. Thanks, Hugman. Also, Hugman, I know you keep sending me Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, which is great. But I'll explain to you, I like Arc 5 a lot. I like DM, But Arc 5, the fifth version of Yu-Gi-Oh, the fifth Yu-Gi-Oh series, is actually my favorite. And I've seen a lot of the original Duel Monsters and Yu-Gi-Oh stuff before, so it's like cool. In my defense. Well, yeah, no, in your defense, I do like Bakura a lot. I've got this little. I like Bakura and I like Red Eyes. So out of the original stuff, I do love that. That'll never change. I've got a little Red Eyes tag and I got a little Bakura Millennium item. So I do love Bakura. I love Bakura. Mostly 5Ds. I'm actually watching 5Ds right now for the first time with my friend Marin. So if you're ever interested and if you're free on a Friday evening or Saturday evening, if you want to join my Discord and you want to watch 5Ds with us, we're doing that. We're doing that on usually Saturday nights. Probably this week I'm going to ask Marin if we can do it on Friday night instead. We're just starting Yusei's second duel with Kiryu. So Yusei's trying to find Kiryu in Satellite to fight him for good. But I don't know if it's for good yet. So I don't know that. I just know he's trying to find a duel and all that. I'm really excited to watch Crash Town. I really want to see Crash Town. I actually really want to see more of Kiryu. I actually like Kiryu. Like, it's the only one that I actually like so far. So, hoping, fingers crossed, that I get to see more of him. Anyway, so I was explaining Arc 5, but I've pretty much gotten past that now, so if you missed it, you missed it. Anything else for Emiba? Yeah, defected into Xyz. I'll explain that later too, but she's going to be a spy for the Lancers, which is the good side. So she's going to be a spy to let the main characters know what's happening with Academia and why they're doing what they're doing. And she doesn't let the main character cast know this. It's just the one guy that's kind of in charge of the main characters going to the other dimensions and, you know, trying to stop Academia from carding everybody. So, pretty much it's a good introduction. I will go ahead and start primarily talking about Emiba now. So, why is that like that? Hold up. I see a big... Oh, it is moved. Shit. Why did that move? There, don't move. So, Emiba started as a way for me to put a character into the show that I could ship a character with Dennis with. That's primarily the reason. I like a character in the show so much that I made this character to ship with a character in the show. Hello, Acorn. Thank you for coming. Let's get it. I just started talking about Emiba. I was wearing the wig, but it kept slipping. I apologize. I'm wearing the outfit, though, so hopefully that's good enough. Run it, Acorn. Okay, so in the first design that I had of her, I actually made the back of the hair really spiky, so I can actually pull this up. No, you're good. You don't have to be sorry. It's fine. So in the beginning, before I made this part, because if you can see, there's a bit of this in the back, so I did make this, but I made the main part of the hair, this hair, spiky like that. Didn't like it. I changed it to be smooth, like the other picture, oh, that way, like the furthest picture on the side, and yeah, it just looks better. I like sharp and smooth combinations. She does have these two little bits on the side as well. One is curved in, one is actually curved out, like that. You can see it's curved both out. And one of them points down, and the other one points side and up. The side and up one is in the back, and then the down and off to the side one is in the front. You can see that a little bit better on... Oh wait, no, it's the opposite. I forget which one is in the front. Which one does what. Okay, I guess the more pointed up one is in the front. Pointed down one is in the back. Okay, well. And then in the front here, I tried making kind of like a wing, like a dragon wing. Boom, boom, boom. And then it flares off and comes up. That's better. So it flares off and comes up and then around her ear. So it's like hair twirling around and going around your ear. But it's like her bangs are coming up in front of her face and then going around her ear off that side. So that's how that hair works. And then I've got these little sideburn bangs that go on the inside in front of her ear on both sides. That's the wig cap. That's the wig, how the wig works. But you can see that in the old version I had those too, but they were more straight. Didn't like it. Later on I made them way curlier. Okay. You can see that I did a little drawing of red eyes in there, and her with the red eyes. And in Arc 5, the dual monsters are physically there, and they are solid. Solid vision is the technology used to duel in Arc 5. So in original stories like, say, Duel Monsters, they had these holograms that they would throw on the ground and then they would pop up and be like big hologram monsters, and it was cool. But now, in 5 seasons later, 5 dimensions later, they're physically there. They are solid vision. It's a technology physically made. The professor that made that technology, he actually just basically gave a teleportation ability of dual monsters from the spirit realm to the physical. And he had to figure out how to give them commands and controls. Hence, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh's card effects. So, in this version of Yu-Gi-Oh, the dual monster thing has always been a thing. Just now the technology is at the point where the dual monsters are physically here now, like, and we can control them on our side. Those who have watched 5Ds, Luca would be in so much pain from all of the pain of the dual monsters because of Arc 5. She would be mentally just broken from the pain. So that's why I have the little drawing of Emiba with petting red eyes in the middle there. And I have her on the side as well. At this moment, Archfiend Black Skull Dragon's effect activates if this card attacks or is attacked. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So go ahead and take your best shot if you have a monster strong enough without power-ups or traps. So that's why she likes Archfiend Black Skull Dragon the most. No, we're not adding Mind Break. No, stop. But I will do this. This kind of looks like Mind Break, so you might be right, actually, Immortal. It's not, but you might actually be correct. So, the reason I even made Emiba to begin with, again, Dennis, but the reason the Dennis thing happened was because I had a dream. I literally had a dream that I was sitting in a classroom, like academia, and he was sitting next to me. He looked at me. It was funny and awkward. I looked away. He pulled out a blanket. What the fuck? What do you mean, MLK? No. And he pulled out a blanket. He tossed it on my lap, being really embarrassed. And then he says, "You're not exactly pulling away, are you?" Yes, it came to me in a vision. This is the fucking dream I had. I had this dream. It is still vivid in my mind. That threw me on the obsessive trail of making a story to put my character in Arc 5. And then he blew the gun. No, that would be Shun. No, that would be the Raid Raptor guy. That would be Shun. He's the one that would pull out a gun. Hi, Skelly. How you doing? Ideas from dreams, the biggest thing ever. I've had so many, like, super vivid dreams that have given me so many ideas. Like, most of my stories come from dreams that I've had. Crazy shit. So, really cute story here. I really want to redraw these scenes again and do it full color. So I really want to redraw the dream and do it full color. I did do a redraw of Dennis. I might actually have it on this PowerPoint. Let me check. I don't think so, though. I'm gonna pull that off to the side. I did redraw Dennis with the blanket. No, I don't think I put it in yet. No. I have a whole nother slideshow of, just Dennis. Of just Dennis. Be happy I decided to skip that. He pulled out a blanket, yep. Ew. Yeah. Yep, just pulls out a blanket and just keeps trying to embarrass me in class. That's basically what happened. It was great. Alright. So that's the cute part. That's how that started. So these are actually just first design ideas and very original art that I started drawing of Emiba. And the Beast Tamer thing was a cool idea, but then I realized in the show there's actually a character that is a beast, and he plays gladiator beasts, and I thought that kind of plays a little bit too into that, and I'm like, no, I don't want to be a part of that part of the show. I kind of thought that was weird, so So, but it's just a cute little art that I did. And another funny one, I kept playing Red Eyes in my local tournaments in the middle section right there. I kept playing Red Eyes in my local tournaments, and I kept losing. I didn't know why. I thought my deck was good. Turns out it's just me. I'm just bad at playing the game. I'm literally just bad. So I'm writing in this, it says, now for my ultimate monster, I fusion summon Archfiend Black Torrential Tribute. Dang it. This happened a lot. Every time I tried summoning, like, my main monster, I got torrential tributed, I got ashed when I tried doing the effect, I did this and that and the other, and fucking hand traps are just awful, man. Hand traps suck. And I've got a little description, like a little drawing of how she's got the gloves. Oh my god, I forgot the gloves. Hey, hold up. They're right here, though, in my Red Eyes purse. Let's go. I totally forgot the gloves. E. So she's got these gloves, and I actually sewed on the red shit to this to give it the little red straps. The vest that I actually have on right now, my dad actually made this one for me. I do have another version that I made of myself, but it's not as good as the one that my dad's made. Like, this is actually the correct color, and the red lines could be a bit thicker, but he did a good job. Like, the color is literally what matters, you know. I have purple pants as well that I'm wearing too, and this purple matches the purple pants so well. So that's why this is the better vest. Yeah, here we go. Totally forgot the gloves. Completely forgot the gloves. That shirt, this shirt right here, is not edited. Literally got this at Dillard's. Literally found a ribbed shirt that looks like dragon scales at Dillard's. I had this shirt for a few years before watching Arc 5, so I kind of just had this all ready to go. And I said, oh my god, that shirt would be amazing for a dragon-styled Yu-Gi-Oh character. Done. Easy. Amazing. So this is supposed to be like off gray, but physically it's white. But when I draw her, it's supposed to be kind of grayish. If the gloves don't fit, you must quit. No, the gloves are amazing. They fit. I just haven't cut this piece off yet. But it's fine. I don't need to. E. Alrighty. And anything else on this page that really matters? No, just a couple other little doodles. Okay. So I do have a section that will be her story. These are just like initial character designing ideas. So this is what the original like character designing part came from. So that's what this process is. I did not paint for my nails for the stream. No, I did this last week, and I like black nails that chip away. It looks good. I like the chipping look, you know. I like grungy black nails. I think they look cool. That's why I did that. And Emiba doesn't have painted nails. This is just me. That's just me. I had a feeling someone was gonna ask that. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you. So I have off to the side there. I'm actually gonna make this a little bit bigger because I have to have it small on the screen. So I've got some different outfits ideas for Emiba. Of course, the main outfit. Second one there is the school uniform for the standard dimension, not the school uniform for academia. That's the school uniform for when, after the show's done, everything's back to normal, and then those people, the students from the other worlds, get to go to schools in the main dimension. So that's her cute little school outfit. Let me know if you have an ad. Looks like ads are playing right now. Let me know if you do. I can stop for a second, wait for people to come back. The Red Eyes Avenger section, that I actually made the mask for. Just head. Ed, thank you, Sode. I will wait for people to come back. I appreciate that. See if there's anything else unimportant that I can cover. Just for those who don't have ads, who I appreciate. Rachel Ray dog food? No way. No way. So I do have her do entertainment dueling later, and I just had this cute little blushy one. Of course, these ones you can kind of tell basically what they are. This is after she's left Academy. It kind of goes more from like the right to the left. So this is her academia uniform, and that's when she's in Xyz. She just basically gets rid of the cloak and gets rid of the jacket and wears a cloak. You have Bro, that sucks. Bro. Jesus. There we go. So yeah, she gets rid of the Dual Academy jacket, and then she just gets, like, a big cloak. Covers herself with that, until she can find a different outfit. So, that outfit she gets in Standard. So, it was a lot easier to find new clothes in Standard, work for a little bit of money, and then either buy new clothes or steal clothes. Hey, hi Mad Hatter. Thank you for coming in. I saw you were streaming. I was gonna I'm gonna raid whoever's left. If anybody is still streaming after I'm done with this, I'm gonna raid whoever's left. Oh, I just noticed that you actually raided. I'm sorry. I don't have my headphones on, so I can't hear when people do things. Shit. Thank you for raiding. I appreciate it. Yes, you are back. I just saw the notification go away. Yep, I waited for you. That's right. I waited. So, we've got the Red Eyes Avenger thing going on there. I do have an outfit for that. It's with that cloak that she gets in Xyz that you can see in the second one there. But I made this mask for when she goes rogue in Academia. It's actually made out of leather. Do I earn money from ads? Probably. I don't know. Maybe not. I would assume not. And if it is, it's like cents? I think I do. I don't know. I apologize. You know, I don't like that people have to sub in order to not watch ads. Like, I feel bad. It's not me. It's just Twitch. Twitch sucks. That's just how it is. But that's pretty much everywhere now, even YouTube. Before watching a YouTube video, you gotta watch a fucking ad. Hey, you know what? No. I watch ads in order to play a single level in every single phone game that I have. So, and I wait. I wait. I wait through those ads. Yummy corporate. Yeah. Yes. Yep. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna fucking get him. Anyway, streaming on YouTube also have, yeah, when you start watching the video, you get an ad, like you do on most videos. It also depends on who you're watching. So I made this, made out of leather, completely made out of leather, cut it, molded it myself. In order to mold leather, you actually put a whole bunch of water in it, and you just, like, pinch it until it makes the right shape. So, and also you just push it to you hold it on your face until it makes the right shape, too, so it matches your face. So, it's actually formed to my face. Made a little strap for going around the head. But the mask isn't exactly like this, as you can see in the top. That mask, like, on the screen is actually more based off of Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. I wish I made it like that, but I kind of stuck with the original design from GX. I just added some, like, points here, and I added the silver ring around the face. So it's a bit different. It's a bit different from the GX version. No, that's what the mask... Yeah, that's what the mask is for. Yes. That's what the mask is. You know what I need right now? I need my glasses. Keep squinting. I can see. Oh my god. I'm not blind. Finally. Okay. Alright, so that's what she does in academia. I did a swimsuit because fine, why not? Pajamas. I like getting her in comfy pajamas. And then the academia student uniform, which is also right here in color. The Xyz version where she's got the cloak. And then the outfit she gets when she gets to standard finally. She does get detected that she had traveled to standard by one of the big main guys that's really smart. But I'll cover that in a bit. It does go hard, and I have a bigger art of her in that cloak that you get to see later once we get back to the fusion section. Thank you, Jet. Which Pez should I eat? Bad, good, or random? Also, here's one of her, like, in the school uniform at the bottom there. I'm gonna scoot this back down a bit. Ooh, that's not what I want to do. Hold on. Yeah, it's better. I got her in glasses down here, so put my glasses on. Gamble? We're doing Perry? Okay, it's a gamble. I think that's sour pineapple. I think it's sour pineapple, which isn't terribly good. It's okay. It's fine. Thank you, Jet. Is this locked still? Yeah, okay. By the way, the colored one in between the outfit designs and the three on the side, the one in the middle there at the top. Okay, it got gross. Okay. It's the sour part of the pineapple in the candy. Like, sour pineapple in real life is good, but in the candy form. Anyway, that little outfit right there where she's got the lollipop in her mouth, I actually own that outfit. I actually have that outfit. I've got the bracelets. That's actually something that I actually have in real life. I just wanted to point that out. It's a cute outfit. Yeah. Okay. Going to the next one. If it will let me. It is a lollipop. I'm not going to have my character smoke. It is indeed a lollipop. There we go. Okay. These are more excess drawings of her in different outfits. So Jessie, if you see the little sticky note drawing at the very bottom left of the screen, that girl that's next to Emiba is Jessie. So that's my friend that she made her character also be in Arc 5 with me, and we did drawings back and forth of each other's characters. So she likes the idea of, like, magical girls. So the ones with Emiba and, like, dresses and skirts and stuff, that's all from the magical girl ideas that Jessie had. So that's all her. And then I've got just blushy Emiba and Emiba with Serena from Arc V, just going out getting ice cream, kind of cute stuff, which would have never happened because she just kind of goes into Yuzu. The sailor outfit and the frillies. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like really big frilly stuff. I like this one here on the side. It's like more punky. It's like a punky magical girl. Well, more like Idol. You know, like the Idol games. It's kind of like that. I like this one. And then I've got her in another school uniform. I've got her and Yuya's mom at the top middle there. There. On that side. And then just a funny like little comic where she screams, "Ah, what the fuck." And then another pajama drawing. I like drawing characters in comfy clothes because they really deserve to be in comfy clothes. Comfy clothes characters is very nice. More frills the better, yeah. Especially like maid outfits. And then I really like this concept of Emiba as a dragon. Since she has the Red Eyes deck, I had this fun little AU idea of her actually being an ancient dragon that gets injured by soldiers from a duke's estate, and the duke would be Dennis, and I've drawn Duke Dennis somewhere in here, you'll see it later. And so that's her in the dragon form, and I have Duke Dennis later on, you'll see that. It's cute. Ama in the same Red Eyes armor set that Joey wore. Yeah, but I would make it better. The Red Eyes armor set is kind of too, like, knight-y. I would make it more Destiny-y. If it was Ama, I'd make it more Destiny-y. But Ama really doesn't have anything Red Eyes about her. I would actually have to put Emiba into Destiny and then give her a Red Eyes themed Destiny armor. That would be cool. But I'm not good at coming up with armor. I really have to copy it directly from the game in order for it to look good. Because I'm not good at coming up with armor. I'm awful at coming up with armor ideas. Emiba, not Ama. Okay, well, yeah. That would be cool. That would be really cool. I would make Emiba a hunter. Emiba is very, oh, what's the word? You know, the thing that hunters are. They jump around a lot. They're swift. That stuff. Yeah. Emiyabu. I'm just gonna change my username. Agile. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Yes. Emiba's very agile. Dexterous. Yep, that too. She's very jumpy. So she would be perfect as a hunter. So that would work really well. And this is also some ideas of where I came up with the idea of Emiba's outfit. So this is actually showing a vest that I really have in real life. It's got that little belt around the side and the one button in the middle, so that's where that comes from. I just changed the colors, and then it shows the frill shirt, and then the gloves as well, because I have the gloves. And I tried kind of showing the inspiration of where the hair came from, just the way it falls. That's when I had really good hair. I like that hair. My hair is like greasy and shit now, and garbage, and fucking hate it. Shit. I want it to be fluffier again. I want it to be like the bottom one. I want to look like that. I want to look like a skinny twink again. I don't want to twink anymore. Man, I want to look like Avril Lavigne in the 90s. Fuck. Get more L'Oreal. I use something that tries to attempt to make my hair fluffy, but it never really works. Alright, so there's some inspirations from Emiba's outfit ideas, and now we'll actually get into the story. So here we've got her outfit when she was in academia, the most recent drawing that I have, which is that top colored one. So that's the outfit she used to wear when she was a student at academia in the school. And then at the bottom is when she escaped to Xyz. Oh, we've got a day 1, day 2, day 3 on the screen. Sorry, I did it backwards. So, day 1 is... This is more of an Inktober. I kind of was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. At the time, I wanted to do the whole story of Emiba, so I wanted to build it up. She's restrained, as in she's stuck in that dimension, and she is forced. She's kind of like a child soldier slave, so she wants to escape. She hates her position. Shadow, I just wanted to show her and Red Eyes together, and then escape is her actually escaping from academia and the soldiers. You can see all their hands reaching out to grab her, to prevent her from running away, but that's her escaping to the Xyz dimension. And that was before it got destroyed. That's why you can see the heart is fully there, because that's actually the Heartland tower from Xyz. And that's before it gets destroyed. That's before they come in and destroy it. This is like when they're first coming into the Xyz dimension. Hello! I think I remember your name, but I keep forgetting it. But I'm just gonna say Abyss for now. But hello. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. I get to explain my Yu-Gi-Oh character today. I was wearing my wig earlier, but it keeps falling off. It's too heavy, so I said screw it. I'm not doing that anymore. And then on the screen as well, at the top, the yellow one on the far side, it says Academia is feasting on its young. I'm doing good. I am excited to share my character story with everybody. But we're even just starting the story half of it. So this is just explaining that she has left academia. And also the art with the other character there at the top, that is also Jessie. That's my friend Jessie with my character. So that's them both being academia students. Okay. So in Xyz, so hiding day 4, that was her going around Xyz and trying to hide from the other academia students. She's got the outfit in that drawing, but this is like really early on when I was just starting to come up with the story, so that outfit isn't correct there, but whatever, you know, it's there. I came up with the idea, I drew it, so she's really supposed to be in the cloak and everything, but it's fine. We skip that. And then she goes to standard. Day 6 at the top, next to the colored one. Next to the colored one, that way. Talking to Reiji, so he's the person that detects someone coming to standard from Xyz. And his, secret agents find her, duel her, they lose, Reiji shows up, asks about, asks questions and all that. He duels her, beats the shit out of her, and says, all right, now you gotta work for me as my secret agent, giving me information on academia. And she's like, oh, that's all you wanted? Yeah, I could have done that. You didn't have to duel me. That's what I'm here for. I'm trying to prevent this war from happening. So she escaped. She's with Reiji now. He can use her to get dirt and information off of Academy. And then the beginning of the Miami Championship, the first big duel championship in Arc 5, after the main character goes around dueling a whole bunch of random crazy people. That is when Dennis shows up. Fucking hair, bro. There. Fucking... So that is when Dennis shows up. She's interested and curious about him at first. So was I. When I first watched it. Fucking same. And that's why I drew that. Hope you appreciate the art style. That's when I was like, oh my god, I can draw Yu-Gi-Oh! This is looking fucking amazing. And I just had another little drawing of her I just threw up there at the top with a little strawberry cake. Okay. This is right? Yeah. Okay, after Dennis's first duel in the show, she is mesmerized. Thank you. I just think it keeps getting in the Inktober stuff that I did years and years ago. This stuff, like, I don't know what I was on. I was on some kind of crack, but shit came out good, real good. I don't know what I was on. I need to fix this again because it's like slightly off. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, after Dennis's first duel, she fell hard. She fell so hard. And then she saw that there was Obelisk Force soldiers coming in and dueling the contestants of the championship. So all the people that were in the stadium were supposed to stay in the stadium to keep safe so that they wouldn't get carted by the Obelisk Force. But Emiba's like, I'm out of here. I'm going in. So she's able to escape from the arena and go keep an eye on all of the duelists on the actual field for Reiji, so that way he knows what's happening. He sends out his own duelists in order to fight off Obelisk Force, but they all get carded anyway, so Emiba doesn't. She's dueled against Ancient Gear so many times, and they keep activating effects during the damage step, during when you're attacking them, so they lose. If they fight up against her, they lose. That's it. Period. End of story. They gotta bring out the big guns or they're gonna lose. So they can't win against her. Assuming that she didn't want to be a spy, would losing the duel have forced her into doing it? Dueling in Yu-Gi-Oh! Confuses me, like, oh no, I lost a children's card game and now I have no choice but to do what you say. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. She needed to find somebody to, you know, help her stop academia. And that was her whole purpose at the beginning. So it didn't matter whether he dueled her or not. I could even change the story to where they never dueled. I don't even think it's necessary for her to duel Reiji. I don't even think Reiji thinks it's necessary for him to duel her at all. So I don't even need to have them duel. I just said it because it'd be funny. It'd be cool if they dueled, I think. Because Emiba needs to be, you know, knocked down a peg. If she can beat other people, but can't beat some people, she needs to basically be put on a dueling spreadsheet, like how good is she? So obviously she can't beat Reiji because he's like the top, so she wouldn't be able to defeat him, but she can beat side characters really easily. So she can beat Obelisk Force, she can beat random side characters, you know, she's got to be at least mid-range duelist, so like side characters, good side characters, like main cast side character, but just not known about. So I was just putting her on a scale, on a dueling scale. After she defeats the some Obelisk Force guys on the field during the championship, she discovers that Dennis, the guy that she was like, ooh, he's cute, is a spy for academia. She didn't even know who he was at the beginning. This guy is so, like, secluded from everybody else in academia that she didn't even know that he was from academia. She's never seen him. He's in a different class of students in academia. She's at the lower end, she's just the fodder. He's a spy, and he's given, like, he's super smart, and he's given special priorities and all that. So she didn't even know he was a student there. There's so many students there. How would she have known who he was? So, Dennis is a spy. She finds this out. Yuri's there. She hates Yuri. She hates the fuck out of Yuri. Yuri would go around carding fellow students like a crazy motherfucker, just for fun. So she hates Yuri. That makes sense. Okay. I wanted to do a little scene before the characters go off and do the tournament. I wanted there to be a little scene of Emiba coming across Dennis somehow in standard. Gotta move this in a smidge. Just a smidge. There we go. So I wanted her to come across him and be like, you know, I know who you are, but there's no really reason for her to know who he is yet. But I could say that she saw Dennis in Xyz. So, this little comic here on the screen, who are you? I saw you in the Xyz refuge camp. Why are you here? Are you with the Resistance? Or are you with Academia? Ah, if you're from Xyz, then you're familiar with Sakaki Yusho. I studied under him there. Except I'm not from Xyz. This is Emiba talking now. I'm not from Xyz. I'm from Fusion. And I saw you step out of a fusion portal with a cloaked man, which was Yuri. So again, I ask, who are you? This wording isn't completely correct, and definitely needs a lot of tweaking. But yeah, I want her to confront him afterwards or before the Miami Championship. I even came up with a cute idea of her going up to him, just admiring his dueling as like a fan, and then hinting little bits here and there that I know who you are, but he can't really confirm or deny whether or not she's actually from Fusion or not. So I have a lot of ideas where that could change. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really try and make dialogue sound natural and or more accurate to the story. So kind of like that. Like kind of like you do in JoJo's, right? You know, except I'm not. And you just proved to me that you are by what you just said. Got him. I like that shit. So I like putting in tiny little hints as to what the story ends up going, or where it ends up going, or their characters questioning who people are. I like that. I like little tiny hints. Okay, also on this page, we've got, hey, wanna duel? That's a really old drawing where Dennis is still practicing and he's still dueling in Academia, and then Emiba's in the background just walking to a class or something. And then at the bottom, I have just a really cute-ass little drawing of him coming up on her with the rose. Really cute, but that's still like when he is a part of Fusion. I did that drawing before I even finished Arc 5. I did that drawing thinking, oh, he's gonna be an evil, corrupt little guy forever. I'm very wrong. So that drawing was still me thinking that Dennis was evil, when that shit changes really fast. I do not like that I keep seeing that white line on the bottom every time I come back to this page. There. So they leave standard. They were supposed to go to Xyz, and instead they go to synchro. So again, the 4 dimensions. We've left the standard dimension where Emiba and Dennis Emiba first sees Dennis. We left that because the Miami Championship got stopped midway because they got invaded by the people from Academia. So we stopped the Miami Championship midway, and we're going to now go to Xyz. Aha. But we're not able to go to Xyz. They instead get tossed into synchro. Yes, Mortal, Miami. The main story, the main characters are from Miami. Yes, they're from Florida. Miami, Florida. Not really Miami, Florida. They actually spell it differently. They actually spell it M-A-I-A-M-I. So they add an extra A between the first M and the I. Thank you for the hydrate, Abyss. Big ship. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I talk a lot. I need to hydrate way more often. So the main cast are Florida men and women? Yes, they are. Yes, except for Dennis, obviously. His, Dennis's, like, alias, that's the word. Dennis's alias for the main dimension is that he's from Broadway. He's from New York, Broadway, and he's come down to duel in uh, the thing, the championship. Yeah. Okay, so instead of going to Xyz, they get tossed in the synchro dimension. So those of you who like 5Ds, this is the speed dueling, the motorcycle dueling dimension. So there is riding motorcycle duels in Arc 5. You would like that. If you like 5Ds, you should like Arc 5. Not only do they have motorcycle riding duels, they also have Jack Atlas. Jack Atlas shows up in this show, and Crow Hogan. Crow Hogan and Jack Atlas are in Arc 5. So if you haven't seen Arc 5 and you like those two characters from 5Ds, I would suggest giving it a watch. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You would like it. You get to hear his voice, get both the voices of characters' voices again. Whether you watch it in English or in Japanese. You know, people have the thing about the English dub and they like it, and I'm like, okay, well, you go watch the English then. You're not gonna like it, you're gonna get cringed out by it, but, you know. Like, if you're gonna watch the English dub of Arc 5, I don't think you would like it as much as the Japanese. Because it's gonna be really cringe. Unless you're okay with that, then fine. It's my advice. The Japanese is not cringe. I promise. It's actually really serious. It's really serious. It's way better. Just watch the Japanese. Just read the subtitles. Don't be lazy. Anyway. Yeah. Abyss, I'm in the process of watching 5Ds for the first time right now. So, working on that. Hasn't really caught me, like, that well. Like, really hasn't grabbed me and pulled me in much. I think we're in, like, episodes 50 something, so we're still pretty early on. Okay. So, now that Emiba knows that Dennis is a spy, on my Inktober Day 11 right there on the top, I did a drawing where she doesn't know what to do, who to tell that he's a spy. Because if he gets found out, Yuri's gonna card him. If Reiji finds out, he could be put in jail. And if Shun finds out, he's gonna card him himself for being complicit in kidnapping his sister. So Fusion kidnaps Shun's sister, so that's kind of why he's obsessed with coming after Academia. Shun's actually one of the characters from the Xyz dimension, so he's really angry at all of the Fusion people for destroying his hometown and stealing his sister, and now he doesn't know where his best friend is, because now his best friend is inside Yuya for reasons. Yeah. So I do have a day 12 where that's where they go to synchro. So she doesn't know what to do yet, so she's just kind of keeping quiet and not telling Reiji who Dennis is yet. Even though Reiji probably knows already, but she's just not going to say anything because he's going to be going to synchro with them. And then at the top, day 13, underground dueling circuit, they get to synchro. What Emiba decides to do is follow, she duels some people and then she gets found by the pimp guy that finds duelists and brings them to his illegal underground gambling dueling arena. Riding dueling arena. So, all sorts of levels of illegal there. So she joins that, because it sounds like fun. And Shun shows up there as well, so Shun and Emiba are actually kind of close by when they get sent to synchro. Shun finds his own way there. I kind of don't want Shun and Emiba to at all be in contact. I could do it where Shun and Emiba meet in synchro to the beginning, at the very beginning, but I kind of don't want to. It'll be a bit too complicated. I'd have to figure out how to make that work. And of course, I did an awesome drawing of Emiba and Dennis and their writing dueling outfits. Now, there's one thing here from the show. Dennis says this line, and this line goes so hard. It makes my entertainer's blood boil. I want to turn those cheers for Kurosaki into cheers for Dennis. And it's like, holy shit, he's possessive as hell. I love that. That's good. So, that's yet another point in the show where I'm like, oh my god, Dennis is such a good character. Yeah, I'm shipping him with my character like now. Just another one of those points in the show. So, of course, there's another, like, dueling tournament in the next dimension they go to. There's a dueling tournament in Standard, now there's a dueling tournament in the Synchro dimension. The underground illegal dueling ring that they were found in gets raided by the police, and everybody goes to jail. Emiba, being really, like we were talking about earlier, agile. Thank you. Emiba being really agile can escape security like that. She's got to be able to in order to be a proper spy. So, she's able to escape. Dennis could have done the same thing, except for the fact that he's got to look, you know, inconspicuous and not like a spy. He's got to be a Lancer. He's got to be a part of the group. So he, of course, stays with them. So everybody gets to go to jail. We have a whole jail section of the show where all the main character cast is in jail. Because that's what you do when you're in 5Ds. You go to jail. If you're not a part of the elite, you go to jail. They don't get to get the tattoos on their faces, though. Some characters do have them on their face, I think. I might be wrong about that. Oh, no, yeah, no, some characters do have the tattoos on their faces, but the main cast doesn't get that on their face. Their crimes aren't that bad. So the main cast being now prisoners, and also Reiji, who is now Emiba's boss. He's able to tell the people that run that dimension that, hey, we're from another dimension trying to prevent you guys from getting attacked by the fusion dimension people. So you actually should be helping us and not putting my friends in jail. Okay, well, we don't know how strong you are, so prove us how strong you are, and then maybe we'll let you help us. Maybe we'll believe you. So they do. They put them in the tournament. There's a lot of other stuff that goes on. Yeah, straight to jail. Exactly. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. Nothing. Like, soon as the characters show up in Synchro, they have to duel the police. Like, literally as soon as they show up, they have to duel the police. So, and jail is fun. Like, the jail episodes are really fun. So, we got a whole new competition. My day 15 there in the middle, I wrote, prove me wrong. I know that he is with fusion. At this point in the show, Dennis has been showing a lot of weird, like, flip-flopping. Like, he obviously seems like he cares about Yuya and the other, and Gogenzaka. He looks like he cares about the Lancers a little bit, even a little bit. So she's like, okay, in this duel against Kurosaki, the guy that you wronged the most in your life thus far, in this duel against the guy that you helped get his sister kidnapped, You are the reason that his city and all of the people in his city are carded slash dead. Now you have to duel that guy, Dennis. Prove to me that you actually care about these people and that you regret what you did. I have returned from work. Boo! Awesome, we got to the really serious part. Welcome to the really serious part, Snow. Welcome back from work. I was trying to explain everything as much as I could, so in case you were just listening, you know, you'd be able to hear. There. So, the really serious part now. Dennis is having to duel Kurosaki. This is probably the most devastating, like, duel for me in the whole show. This is, like, fucking hated this. I went through so many emotions. It sucked. So, at the day 16, with the 5 different compartments and Emiba in the middle, mixed signals. During the duel against Kurosaki, he not only shows weakness, he shows compassion for his Xyz monster, which a person from academia would never use an Xyz monster to begin with. So not only does Dennis use an Xyz monster as a Fusion Academy student, he works desperately, tries desperately to grab action cards. Not that he's trying to win the duel, he's trying to grab action cards to prevent Shun from seeing that he has a fusion card in his hand. At this point in the duel, he pulls polymerization. And he kind of basically gets the idea that I'm out of options now. They're all gonna find out that I'm actually from Fusion. And my happy fun time, my illusion that I have friends will now be gone because I have to show my hand. So he's grabbing for action cards because he doesn't want to show his hand. He is devastated that his main monster gets destroyed, Trappy's Magician. And he is, before Trappy's Magician gets destroyed, who he's been trying to protect desperately, Trappy's Magician actually grabbed an action card and tossed it at him when Trappy's Magician got destroyed. So in Trappy's Magician's final moments on the field, because he's not dead, it's a monster, it gets destroyed. In Trappy's Magician's final moments on the field, he's able to grab an action card and send it to Dennis. And that's why he's holding that there on his chest. And that was his last chance. And he blew it. It's just kind of what happened. So, at the top left of that thing is when he's dueling as an academia student with the ancient gears. So you can see the kind of like the machine that's kind of behind him, if you can kind of tell what that is. So that episode is just chocked full of regret and grief and shit. So that's I love that. I love that episode, but I also hate it. So that's what the mixed signals day 16 is. People from one dimension aren't allowed to use cards from others. It's not that they're not allowed, it's that he's from Fusion and they're not taught how to use Xyz cards because they're not from that dimension. So they don't have those cards in their dimension. If they're from Fusion, they don't have any other extra deck cards. They only have Fusion monsters. If they're from Xyz, they only have Xyz cards. If they're from Synchro, only Synchro cards. And of course they have monster cards, but I mean, like, you know, the decks are primarily you summon those types of extra deck monsters. You don't summon any other types of extra deck monsters except either Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz. Now in the standard one where the main character's from, standard would be like standard format, where you can play all of the extra deck monsters. So standard is real life, where we can play all the extra deck monsters and it doesn't matter. So it's like the only peaceful dimension. But yeah, Dennis being from Fusion, he could not, right? He didn't have Xyz cards. He got Xyz cards after he went to Xyz as a spy to find Shun's sister. He found Shun's sister, but didn't tell Fusion about finding her until way later. He really tried to prevent them from invading Xyz. He waited a bit, before telling them, but, you can only wait so long. Basically, he was hounded by, Yuri to tell the professor that I found Ruri. So, he was the reason that the Xyz dimension got invaded, Shun's sister's missing. But he got the Xyz cards, that's what I was gonna say. He got the Xyz cards from the Xyz dimension. Like, he got the cards there, and he learned how to use them, so that way he could be a better spy. He had to seem like he was from that dimension, so that's why he got those cards, and he learned how to use them there. There's a bit more than that. He actually, learned how to entertainment duel as well in Xyz from the main character's dad. From Yuya's dad. Now, why would Yuya's dad, who's from Standard, be in the Xyz dimension? That's a whole nother part of the story. I don't need to talk about that right now. That's too much shit. I ain't getting into that. It's too much. I already got enough to talk about as is. But yeah. Dennis learns about entertainment dueling from Yuya's dad, and that's where he learns how to love entertainment dueling, and he does better with the Xyz monsters. He gets Trapeze Magician from him, and a lot of Dennis's deck is similar and or themed, just like Yuya's deck and Yuya's dad's deck. The main character's deck is Performapals. Dennis's deck is Perform Mages. There's nobody else in the show who's got Perform in the name of their cards. In Japanese, it's actually Enter Mage. Entertainment Mage. There will be an ad in about a minute, just so you know, for those who don't have subs. Just so you know that's happening soon. So I'll just go cover a couple of the arts on the screen. Top middle is the Japanese curse of growing flowers out of your mouth when you're in love with someone and you can't speak the words. Flowers grow on the person that you're in love with, and that's a part of the little Japanese curse. Just a cute little drawing. Cute little drawing of them holding hearts, and then, oh my god, Snow. Well, now we don't have to worry about that, do we? Thank you, Snow, for the 5 subs. I didn't even hear it go off. Hold up. Has that not been happening? I don't have headphones on. That's why I don't hear shit. Thank you for the 5 gift subs to Acorn, Sode, Jet, Monkey, and Abyss. Haha, Danny gets... Haha, Mortal get fucked. Yeah. Mr. Stocks, I don't feel so good. Wait, what does that mean? He gets ads. Let me see if my sound alerts have been working at all. Oops. Mix it up. Oh, cancel. No, I don't want to do that. One of them is here. Let me just see if it works. I need to do this. It's not working? Twitch sound alerts, come on. I literally have you on the screen, my dude. Properties? Guess I'll die. See you soon. Well, while he's working on that, I could do dashboard. Which one is it? Which one's that's not up? Emiba, VTube Studio, Mix It Up Overlay, Alert Box? Alert Box, maybe? Here, let's try that. Got it. It was the alert box. I apologize for that not working before. Hold on. Let's do all of them. Here's Acorn. Oh god. I'm so sorry, bro. There's Jet. Come on. There we go. Oh my god. Abyss. There we go. Okay. So, this didn't play either. The raid. Wait, I didn't click that one. I was trying to click the raid. I think I double clicked some things. It's fine. I'm not clicking that. I'm trying to click the Mad Hatter raid. There we go. This is actually the last, the second to last opening for Arc 5. Oh, I clicked it twice. It's probably gonna go with like 3 times now. Is it an ad for Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I clicked it like 3 or 4 times. I hate how slow it is. It's fucking annoying. Okay. Get you some Cinnamon Toast Crunch then, Snow. Save your money and go buy some Cinnamon Toast Crunch instead of giving it to Twitch. And slightly to me too. Why are all of them in Spanish? Because you're Spanish. That's why it's in Spanish. 'Cause you are. Tú hable en español, ¿ok? Todo en español para tú, ¿ok? Está bien. I've been getting better at Spanish. Okay. Pretty much covered this page. It's good. I'm gonna move on. I've got a cute little sad huggy thing at the bottom there for after everything happens. It's just emotional stuff, you know, things and stuff. Okay. Now we get to go kick some fucking ass. Now we're gonna kick Shun's ass. We're gonna punch him in the face. We don't like this motherfucker. Man needs to cool the fuck off. Man needs to calm down. Man needs to get punched in the face. So, I do. I punch him in the face. At the end of the duel between Dennis and Shun, obviously Shun's like, you know, you're a fusion, you're horrible, I hate you, you lied to us, you know, you're a spy. How dare you? I'm gonna defeat you. So, at the end of the duel, Dennis is actually in a lot of pain. The motorcycle, you know, spins out, he falls off. Like usual when you lose a duel in a speed duel, you usually fall off a motorcycle. That's how that works. You can see it's kind of destroyed in the background, too. That's because when Dennis summoned the Ancient Gear Giant, the Ancient Gear Giant kind of fucked things up in a major way. So that damage in the background is Dennis's fault. Kinda Shun's fault, too. I'm blaming Shun a lot here, because Shun was the one that wanted him to fusion summon in order to prove that he was from fusion. So, really, all this comes down to Shun's fault for pushing him to fusion summon to show who he was, but like, yeah. In my opinion, it's all Shun's fault. And Shun's the one to blame here. Shun's a motherfucker. Yeah. He's more of a bird twink, actually. Shun's a bird twink. But yeah, no, full dragon rage on the bird twink. Yeah, I fucking hate him. Those of you who know me and have heard me talk about this show, you will know I have talked about this many times. I fucking hate him. There's more art of me hating him on the next screen. But yeah, my day 17 art for October for the story. Confrontation. Since Emiba was watching the whole duel, she saw everything that was going on, how sad it really got for both of them. And since Shun was about to punch Dennis in the face, Emiba decides to jump in and immediately punch him in the face instead and grab Dennis off of him. That's what I have happen in my story. This is the only time Emiba actually comes forward and interrupts anything in the main story between the main cast. I kind of have one more thing, but like not that severe. A couple more things, but it's not that severe. But this is probably the most like main screen I ever make her at all. What was I gonna say about this? There's something else. Why is he punching his opponent like, bro, it's a children's card game, chill. It's more than a children's card game. Like I said before, Dennis got his entire dimension destroyed. He got people Yu-Gi-Oh! Equivalent to killed. He got people turned into cards. Shun's sister is missing because of Dennis. Really because Dennis is forced to be a child soldier and forced into doing these things because of a crazy person that wants all the dimensions to be merged back together again. So it's really not Dennis's fault, he's just kind of forced into the situation. But yeah, because of Dennis, my husband is laughing at me. I'm sorry, I just hear you laughing right now, and then they're gonna point it out. No, it's fine, you can stay, I like it. No, you can stay. You're funny. I love you. You're fine.
I need meat.
Damn, this children's card game got consequences. Yes, it does. It's got lots of consequences. The children's card game isn't really a children's card game when you have real monsters showing up and destroying things. Like I told you in the background there, that destruction that's back there is from Ancient Gear Giant, which is the monster that Dennis summons. So that destruction could have actually killed people. And I think in a section of the stadium, it did actually kill people. The giant section of the stadium does get destroyed. So, yeah, some people might actually already be dead from a giant metal arm smacking the audience. Yeah. Again, because because Shun, with his monster, shot at Dennis's monster, and then Dennis's monster fell and hit the audience. So, again, it's not Dennis's fault, it's Shun's fault. Just pointing out the obvious. Pointing out the facts. It's all Shun's fault in the end. And I'm sure they attempted to run away, right? I'm sure they tried, but you're stuck in the middle, and there's all this space you gotta get out of, and you can try to run, but you might not make it in time. We really don't know. There was no blood splatters, there was just a giant broken section of the stadium left, so we really don't know if anybody actually died. Just seemed like it was really dangerous to have a giant metal monster falling on the audience. That seems really bad. So. Yeah. I punched him in the face. I hate that guy. We fucking don't like that guy. We kill him. He's a piece of shit. Okay, next page. They in the splash zone. Yeah, that's right. They were in the splash zone. Alright, we got more Shun hate. Let's go. More Shun hate. Fucking kill him. Let's... I'm sorry. I don't mean to be loud. I'm sorry. Anyway. Go eat something then. You want some chocolate? Okay. Daddy's copying you. Mortalia is copying you. Hee hee. Go eat something. Okay, fine. I gotta point out the things that I did on the screen that were funny. I'm
looking at something really funny.
Yeah, you're really funny right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my favorite one is on the far right, but I'll go through them from left to right. So, the gray one, closest to me, it's a meme. Says, Dennis, I'm sorry this ugly ass bird bitch would even say that. Oh my god. I basically did a little thing where Emiba was drunk. Haha. Drunk main character. Drunk OCs. Hee hee funny. At the top, like when everything's over, Dennis doesn't like that me and Shun still fight and are still angry at each other. I did actually come up with a good story idea to resolve the conflict between Shun and the fusion dimension characters that didn't have control over what was happening, right? That were forced into this. I did have like a basically kind of like a therapy session between Shun and the fusion characters. So I did come up with that. I never wrote it down though, but it's really good. Another one in the middle there, all black and white, just line art with Emiba and Shun just angry at each other at every waking moment, at every turn. And from the opening, there's a part of the opening where Shun's on his... Actually, oh no, I didn't show that on screen. In one of the openings, I actually saw it when I was listening to the openings before stream started, but in the opening, Shun is flying on the back of one of his raid raptors, and you see a tiny little speck of him flying off into the distance. And so instead, I have a shadow, if you can see that tiny shadow there, of Emiba's dragon, Archfiend. I'm gonna zoom it in. Almost zoom it in. You see that little speck there. These two right here, where at the top you see a larger shadow next to his tiny little bird shadow, and then the line that says Emiba, and then the line that says Kurosaki, and then fucking... The big shadow is now past the tiny shadow, and there's an even tinier speck right here on the screen underneath the big shadow. It's like, here's Emiba, here's Kurosaki. He is falling to his death now. Fuck that guy. And I'll pull him back up here, and then there's Emiba riding on the back of Archfiend. Get fucked, bird bitch. Hell yeah. We fucking destroy bird bitches. Yes, become a human pancake. Get fucked. We're gonna have chicken for dinner. Actually, no, we actually are having chicken for dinner. Wait. Hold on, that's actually what we're doing. Ah, shit. Not again. What happened? Hold on, let me see if, is it fixed now? It is fixed now. Okay. So, I love that little comic. I came up with that years ago. There's an older art version of that that looks like shit, but I've made it way fucking better. Way better. Alright. Past the Shun hate. I'll never be over it, but it's fine. Day 18 for my Inktober. So Sora, who's also one of the main character cast, is also from Fusion. And he actually steals Dennis right after the duel from the hospital people. Well, actually, there's two sets of people in Synchro that are trying to get Dennis to either put him in jail or bring them to their side. So the people that are on Reiji's side are like all officers in like all white attire. They're trying to put him in jail or keep him incarcerated and get information from him, while there's another group that is actually like for fusion. It's like the actual police officers of the of the city. The person that's in charge of them is actually from fusion. So fusion has already infiltrated the synchro dimension. Too late. But they try to get Dennis in order to get him on their side, and then get the information that he has from the Lancers, and then send him back to fusion. So Sora instead picks up Dennis. Sora doesn't trust Dennis. Sora actually wants to protect Yuya and Yuzu. Sora's been there from the beginning of the show, and he wants to protect Yuya and Yuzu because he actually made friends with them. So he says, you need to go back. And he's like, yeah, you're right. I lost. I failed. I'm going to go back. And so he sends Dennis back to the fusion dimension. Emiba does not catch Sora before he sends him to the fusion dimension, and so she yells at him. And so this is a confrontation between Emiba and Sora that I decided to do. Good part of the story to bring her back in again. She's also running all over the place like a mad lad, escaping police at every turn. Day 19, wormhole. So the main evil guy in Synchro that's from Fusion has this big arc reactor that's supposed to card everybody in Synchro just like immediately. It's like a big nuclear explosion that starts carding everybody in the vicinity. So, and actually sends things from Synchro to Fusion. So it's basically sending the whole of the Synchro dimension to the Fusion dimension. It doesn't work. It gets like just so far out from his building and it stops. Now in the wormhole, the main cast is in the building. And they get caught in the wormhole, and then they all get sent to the fusion dimension. Emiba included. So for day 20, at the bottom right corner of the screen, she gets thrown back into the fusion dimension where she was stuck to begin with. Now everybody's in fusion. A couple other things on the screen. I made a little Emiba and Dennis trolls. Not trolls like the show, the movie, just like, looks cool. Horns. He's a dragon, she's a troll. It's kind of cute. And I've got... There we go. This is another scene from the show. I know that my screen moved again. Oh no, it's alright. This is another scene from the show. I only play games I can win. Is that why that bird bitch hasn't dueled me yet? How disappointing. Trust me, that's probably not why. It's probably because you shouldn't be dueling him anyway. So, here you go. This one is a comic that I came up with pretty early on. So Emiba is doing her spying thing. Let me just zoom this in. And I have to bring this to the front. Bring to front. There we go. What are you doing back here? You're not a very good spy. Yeah, well, neither is Dennis. Sora liked that. Sora thought that was funny. Alright. Yep. Cool. And I'll go ahead and show this as well, if I can. This is some art that I did of Emiba and Dennis, and then Jesse and Jaden for Jesse, for my friend Jesse. There's just these really awesome, like, crooked faces that I saw, and like, draw your character in these faces kind of thing. So I went ahead and chose some that I thought would be perfect for them. Yeah. Also, I just want to point out how fucking awesome this looks. How awesome this piece looks. I really like this one. I like the building that I did in this, and then the shading that I did in the sky compared to the clouds. There's like these little things in the sky. I don't really know what they're for, but they're like almost like little lightning bolt buildings. I don't know. They're like these things hovering in the sky. I don't know what they're for. Nobody knows. They never told us. I don't know why. Thank you. Thank you, Mortal. I appreciate that. But yeah, I like the city that I did. It's like very just when you want to draw a town, but you don't want to draw the whole town in the background, giving that perspective like you're looking at an angle from her chest up and then seeing a bit of the background in the back. Yeah. So she's actually trying to run away from the soldiers that are basically rounding up kids in the city. If there's any kids above a certain age that is in the town around academia, they immediately have to be sent to the school. Like, you're not supposed to be here. Aren't you supposed to be in school? Go to the school now. You're supposed to be protecting us. Go to school. Like, the parents of these kids are doing this to their kids. They're like, you have to go. And it's like, you're all excited to go, right? And you get there and you're like, I'm being forced to card my best friends. I don't want to do this. They try to escape back. They get caught. They get carded. So even if you try to escape, you will become a card anyway. So fusion. Academia is in fusion. The academy is the fusion. The academia is the people that are trying to card everybody to merge the dimensions back together. This is a very complicated show and very complicated story. So I'm sorry that there's a lot to take in. So I apologize. But yeah, academia is the fusion dimension that's the evil dimension that's trying to card everybody. That's like what we're trying to prevent. And that's the same dimension that Emiba is from. Emiba is from the fusion dimension and all that. That's where she originates. That's why she's trying to prevent it. So yeah. It is very complicated. And again, that's why I've had to do this for 2 hours. Because it's complicated. I apologize. It would be easier to just watch the show, but then that takes too fucking long. Basically trying to explain the entirety of Arc 5 within 2 hours. By explaining a character that I put in the show. You think this is complicated? Oh, just wait for the Emiba. Not Emiba. The Asher and Ama story. You think this is complicated? Just wait till we have to discuss time travel. You think this is bad? Wait till you get scientifically accurate space-time travel. Y'all are gonna get fucking brain fucked. And I won't apologize for it. Because I did this to myself. Y'all are gonna get screwed. Yes, right, exactly. But first we need to talk about parallel universes. That is so accurate, Mortal. That is so accurate. Before we get into time travel, we gotta talk about parallel universes first, and that's why Emiba is here. She's a good place to start off with my OCs, too, because she's one story, one dimension. She's in one show. She's a part of a singular show, TV show. I have other characters that Mortal knows about that combine multiple TV shows. And I've gotten to a point where it's a bit easier to explain it. But yeah. Multiple TV shows that make one character. That'll be later down the line. I'm sorry. I already hate time travel in general because of all of the nonsense that comes with it. Sorry, Snow. I'm a dimension and time travel aficionado. That's kind of my thing. Apologies. your brain's gonna be melted by the time that you're done listening to this. If you're already done listening to it, I wouldn't be surprised. Apologies. Alright, so we're good on this. Character is now in the fusion dimension. Alright. So, day 21 of Inktober. I drew Sakaki Yusho, the main character's dad, who just happens to be in the fusion dimension, by the way, saving my character from Duel Academy students. It should have been like the police officers that were walking around, because the Duel Academy students aren't really supposed to be there. It's supposed to be the police, but it's fine. Also, Yusho's supposed to have a cane. He can't really walk very well. He wouldn't actually be in a random alley saving my character right now anyway, because he's supposed to be like in hiding. But that's what I want. I want that. I just want that scene. That's all I want. My brain gonna be air once we're done. It's gonna be air. Ain't gonna be nothing left in that head of yours. It's all gonna just melt out the side. Sorry, Snow. Luckily, we've gotten past the harder parts. I already explained. That's why I started this by explaining that there's 4 dimensions and that the main guy got split into 4 and the main girl got split into 4 because of the 4 dimensions, blah blah blah. That's why I started it with that. Oh wait, you weren't there for that. Hee hee. I know you heard a bit of it, but... Sorry, Snow. It is very complicated, but luckily my character does not have 4 versions of herself. And, people that create characters for Arc 5 that do that are cringe, and they don't really get the story very well. They're not doing it right. You gotta pick a dimension and stay with it. Aw, Snow, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really gotta make a crying emote. Didn't I make a crying emote? No, I didn't. Yeah, I kinda did. So this thumbs up one is supposed to be Emiba, but she's like tearing up. But the tears are so tiny you can't tell. I really gotta make my emotes better so you can actually tell what's happening in them. I gotta like add more blue to it. Make it pop. Anyway, so for this section right here, Emiba gets saved by the main character's dad, and then is a part of the rebellion student group that is supposed to be... Looks like looks like an alien, a Reddit alien. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It's supposed to be the sad cat. But, you know, she's not a cat, so I didn't draw her as a cat. It's just supposed to be the sad cat meme. So Dennis actually shows up to the place where the students have escaped from the school to the city to. So Sakaki Yusho is actually housing and protecting students who don't want to go to academy within the fusion dimension. So he's actually trying to protect them. And they kind of decide that it's time to stop hiding and that they need to go and fight academia directly. So they gather all the students together, and they basically are planning to go to academy and fight them directly. At that point, Dennis shows up with like a whole army of students. You can't see them in that picture because I didn't draw them there because I wasn't about to do that. When Dennis shows up again, he's acting very, very aggressive. He's acting like he's been brainwashed. That, you know, he's gonna card everybody that's here, like, you're all gonna go to prison, academia's coming after you, you know. He shows up and he duels Sakaki Yusho, the guy there, the top hat. He duels him, and uh, Yugioh actually does a trick and puts his monster in these boxes, and there's a field spell going on, and Dennis can't see him because now he's in the box. Not Dennis is in the box, but Yugioh's in the box. Like he can't attack him directly because I'm in a box. I'm a magician. Ooh, you can't get this. And he's able to stall Dennis enough to get all of the students to escape and himself. So, but they are then found again. Emiba and the whole group is found yet again on this boat that is heading to Academia. He also catches them on the boat, and then he duels not Yugioh, but he wants to duel Yugioh, but he duels a different character. And if you've ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, there's another character from that show that shows up in this one, whose name is Kaito, or Kite, aka Onion Head. He plays Galaxy Eyes in Zexal, so he shows up, and he duels Dennis instead. That art there on the far right that says day 23, it says forgiveness. Emiba watched the whole duel, and I'll go into that in a second. I'm gonna read what Snow said here. It's mostly because of work, plus had a customer show up 10 minutes before closing, which took 20 minutes after closing to finish. Oh yeah, I know how that is. Luckily, I had a boss that was like, "It's okay, just take their order, you can go home." She didn't keep me overtime for like one customer. She's like, "It's okay, we can take care of it, go home." Even though I was like, I was really nice and I wanted to be there for my boss and, help them take care of the place and the customers. I'm just kind of like that, you know. That's just how I am. I I I liked working at the boba place that I worked at, so I stayed after and I talked to them, and the people were really nice. So, but yeah, if I had that happen, they would have been like, "Okay, good night, go home, go get out of here, go leave, go bye bye." Well, Snow, it's all right. Take a break. If this is too much information, you can always come back to it. I'm gonna try and upload the VOD anyway, so you can always catch up with it later if you want. If you're interested in this, you know, you don't have to. It's gonna get complicated. I'm also gonna try and upload this to YouTube as well. Completely uncut. I'm not gonna edit it. I've already uploaded one VOD to YouTube, so I'm just gonna try and upload VODs to YouTube that don't have music in it. I'm also doing a thing where I don't upload basically videos with music in it at all. I got it set up where the music will not play in the VOD, it'll only play for the live stream. So I got that set up. But yeah, if your brain's not working, if you can't do it, it's okay. Go relax. Go chill. Go relax. Sleep. Sleep. Go sleep. Alright. I'm staying if my brain doesn't work after stream. And that's my fault. Oh. Thank you, Snow. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. And if Lambo's still streaming after this, I'm gonna raid him. I know it was his birthday week. I gotta do his drawing. Shit. Wait. Stop hitting me. Alright. So let me go ahead and explain the rest of this on this oh boy. Okay. It says forgiveness, right? Dennis looks like he's turning away. That's the guy that taught him how to entertainment duel. That's the guy that gave him the monsters that he plays with now. That's the guy that basically changed his life for the good, but Dennis was still a part of Fusion, so he couldn't bear to look at his, it's basically his master, right? It's his teacher. That's his teacher right there. He can't bear to look at him because he's done so much bad to other people, because fusion forces him to. These kids, yeah, basically a father figure because he has no other father figure to speak of that we know of. So most of the kids in Yu-Gi-Oh usually don't have a father figure. This is the first good father figure I think we've ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh. Most of them are either corrupt or dead, or in another dimension, like lost for good. So most characters are orphans. This is the first like real father figure that I've seen in Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, that comes back and gets to stay and gets to live with his son afterwards, which is really nice. So because Dennis met Sakuga Yusho in Xyz, in the Xyz dimension first. It'd be too complicated for me to explain how Yusho is getting from standard to Xyz to fusion. Like, he's jumping dimensions. He doesn't even know how it's happening. It's just happening, by the way. He doesn't even know why. It's just this dimensional slip tunnel. We don't know why. So Dennis was given second life through Yusho. Yusho is now trying to give him a third by saying, you just should come with me, join us, Dennis, and let's take down Academy, and he's like, Dennis says, no, I can't. I've already betrayed the people that trusted me too much. They hate me. He's got it in his brain that they hate him. They will not accept him back. That he is the evil and that he should just go away. So, now we get to the part I really don't like. I will preface this by saying, don't think too hard about your situation and about what other people around you think about yourself. What matters in your daily life is that you get enough to eat, you sleep well, drink enough water, that you have a roof over your head, and that you can survive. I think those are the core of every human: survival, food, shelter. Those things are most important in your life. If you have those to start, you're good. When it comes to family and friends and social things, humans are social creatures. We need to have that in our lives. And then if you go further in that, if you are religious, fantastic, hold on to your faith. I am prefacing that. I am saying that because, and I need to say that because a lot of my characters go through this. Suicide is wrong. Not just for you, but for everybody else around you. I don't like saying the whole, like, you matter thing. What really matters is that you're here and that people know that you're here. And they do know that you're here. As long as you've been in contact with one person in your existence, people know that you're here. Even that person that you go to the store to and you see at Walmart every time you go, you see that same person, they've seen your face. They know. They've seen you. They're like, where'd that guy go? People know you. Even if you think you're alone. You're not alone. So, with the suicide prevention talk out of the way, Dennis jumps off the end of the boat and turns himself into a card so that he can't hurt anybody else anymore. Because he believes that his friends don't, that the people that he made friends with don't think that they're friends. I don't think they ever found out that he did that to himself. Like, Yuya never found out that he carded himself, or the main cast that considered themselves friends of Dennis. They never found out that he did this. But I'm sure afterwards, once they found out, they're just like, oh my god, dude, you thought about that of yourself? Like, No, we cared about you all the way through, even though you went through that, even though you did that. We wanted you to come to us to help you. We wanted to be there for you. If you just joined us, no problem. I'm sure that that's what they would have said. So, Dennis does turn himself into a card. He jumps off the end of the boat. So, no, that's not how you turn yourself into a card. Oh, there you go, Snow. Jet saw your gift. Awesome. So, Mortal, if you see the bottom picture closest to me here, this one right here, you see how there's a flash on the dual disc, or on the thing on her arm? And you see the picture next to it, that's the dual disc. The shield with the big circle in the middle. They turn people into cards using their dual discs. So the flash goes off, and the, whatever light emitting technology turns them into a card. It takes their soul and turns it and puts it into a card. That's basically what happens. Oh my god, man! Honorimi Tojiri Tobira. Oh shit. Myth reading with 10 people, thank you so much! Hello. Oh, it does both of them, let's go! It's refreshed. Awesome. Every person that does an alert, like follows or whatever, it does 2 alerts now. It does Asher and Dennis. Even though it should be only doing Dennis. Because this is like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Street. But it's doing both. Hilarious. Thank you so much for bringing your people over here. Oh my god. Mythraid, you want snacks? Here. That's what I got. I got chocolate covered espresso beans. Take a snack. Everybody take one. Wake up. Wake up. Go ahead. Wake up. Take one. You're good. Stream's going great. Thank you for rating, Myth. Oh my god. He's so exciting. Yes, you do, Stanbo. Thank you very much. Grab your arms. It's like 2 of us defending. Yeah. There's like 2 of you. Now there's 12. Well, there was 12. Now there's 4 of you. Good. So, yo, people who came in from Myth's stream, I am discussing my Yu-Gi-Oh! Character. I've got a whole bunch of characters that I want to cover. I was actually in full cosplay. I even got the wig for the character, but this thing kept slipping off my head. It would be cooler if I was still wearing it, but yeah, it's heavy. It's got metal in it, so I said no. Fellow nerd, indeed, very nerd. Big nerd, Yu-Gi-Oh! Nerd, has Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck of OC right here. I play Red Eyes. I love Red Eyes. I made this dual box, by the way. I made a lot of shit. I'm very creative. I'm an artist. Look at that paint. Leather. Yeah. That's what I do. I'm gonna eat them all. Coffee bean overdose. Please do. I do let people know that there are ads when ads play, so looks like there will be one in about 2 or 3 minutes, so I apologize if you get stuck in that. I do pause the stream in case anybody's interested in what I'm saying. So I'll just like stop so people can catch up. I don't like it when people that don't have the ability to subscribe are forced to watch ads. That is wrong and incorrect, and I don't like it. So, yeah. I wait for you because I'm not Twitch. I'm just somebody just trying to have a good time with some people on the internet. I'm not trying to get your money. I'm not trying to make you watch ads. That's all Twitch. So out of that kindness, and thank you so much for those who do subscribe. I don't want you doing it for the ads. I want you doing it because you just want to donate because you're nice. But thank you so much. Thank you, Snow. Okay. You're like a Stardew Valley nerd. I not played Stardew Valley. I have a couple friends that really like playing it, and I kind of watch them play it. I'm more of a Minecraft person myself. And yeah, I could do Minecraft and Stardew Valley, but I like Minecraft. I think it's just that I don't really want the NPCs. I don't want to have to be pressured into going to an NPC and giving them things, and then I lose the chance to give them things if I don't have those things, kind of stuff like that. Slow speedrun in Stardew Valley? Okay. There's also that. That makes sense. Mortal's my brother, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you to, yes, it is Midnight. Thank you so much for following Midnight. You're awesome. Thank you very much. You okay? Okay. Okay. Sorry. Alright. So I can go ahead and continue this guy. You also, wait, I just realized you said you also do red eyes? Let's go. Awesome. Alright. And then let me go ahead and drink some water. Thank you for putting the hydrate in there, Midnight. I appreciate that. I'm basically drinking coffee. You know, just so you know, in case you don't know, coffee, even the beans, coffee is a diuretic, which means that you dehydrate faster when you drink coffee. It's not very hydrating. So if you drink coffee, if you have a cup of coffee, make sure to have at least 3 times of that in water. Just a little tip, just a little life tip. Talked about this earlier, that every person should have at least 2 liters of water a day, if you can, you know. It's very good. You should do it, make you feel great. Having coffee every day will not make you feel great after a while. It'll suck. I've been through it. It sucks. Okay. Thank you for that. Now, I'll go ahead and explain what's on the screen right now. I just did a little suicide prevention talk because the character that I really like from this Yu-Gi-Oh series... Oh, now we got an ad. Now I can wait again. Alright, that's fine. We waiting. Alright. Okay. Let me think if there's anything on the screen that I can talk about again. Oh, yeah. You see at the bottom of the screen, there's the mask again. So I got the mask on screen. This is when this mask comes into play. You can see that there's a mask on the face in the middle, and then at the top, and then at the bottom. This is when this mask comes into play. I'll explain why when stupid ad break is done. There's a lot. There's actually a lot on the screen to go over. Even though it doesn't seem like there's a lot, fucking Arc 5 is a mess. It is a mess of a show. I've had this be on every screen of my, you know, PowerPoint for like a good 10 plus minutes. Because of all the shit that happens, man. All the shit. Oh yeah, that's so sad. I really like my colored piece in the middle there with Emiba with that mask. I wanted to make that mask. I wanted this to actually be that mask because it looks more accurate to Red Eyes because it has the proper like shape of the Red Eyes Black Dragon face, and it even has a gem at the top which symbolizes this original mask, and it has like a more diamond shaped pointed snout, which I wanted to have come out this way. I wanted to make it look more like a Red Eyes Black Dragon face, but instead I made it look more like the GX Red Eyes Black Dragon mask. Okay, thank you. Alright, your people are back. Alright, great. So, since my character is a Red Eyes player, for those who are new here, I made a Red Eyes Black Dragon mask. I'm actually in the cosplay of my character right now. I made the whole cosplay for her. So, I made a leather mask of, yeah. Don't mind the man in the plaid pants in the background. Um, okay, I made this for when she fights off the academia troops in Fusion. So she was a part of, in the very beginning of this, I said that she was a part of the Red Eyes Black Dragon Club. Since it's a school, it is a school specifically for a dual war, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling across dimension, a dimensional war, but it still originally was a school, so there are certain students that specialize in specific deck builds. So there's a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck build that some people specialize in, and then there's a Red Eyes Black Dragon deck build that people specialize in, and so on and so forth. So if there's like a really common, very popular monster, there will be a club in honor of that monster to, or that deck build to get like the perfect deck build, right? So the club has a specific deck build for Red Eyes that Emiba does not go after. She actually does a slightly different, turn that down this much. She does a slightly different version of the deck build. There have been people in real life that tell me that the way that my deck is played isn't meta enough. And I say to those people, fuck you. I will play my Red Eyes deck the way I want. I'm gonna use all the Red Eyes cards I possibly can in the deck. I'm playing 3 Red Eyes Fusion. I'm playing 3 Inferno Flyer Blasts, and I'm going to burn you for game. And I've done that a pretty good, decent amount of time. So fuck you. I'm gonna fucking destroy you with Inferno Fire Blast, and you're gonna have to take it to the face. So, I basically did that for Emiba too, where the people in the Red Eyes Black Dragon Club said that her deck isn't properly Red Eyes, and she's like, what does that even mean? I'm playing with Red Eyes Fusion cards. I only have Red Eyes cards in my deck. How could I be not doing it properly? Oh well, you need to do it this way. You need to have this many cards in the deck. Just because I have a little bit over, what's the difference? You need to have the exact format. No, I won't join your silly little club. I'm leaving. So she does leave the club, and she plays her own version of the deck. But when it comes to having to take over the thing again, flip the table. Hello, Helion. Thank you very much for coming over. Appreciate it. I saw you streaming earlier, but I had this planned, so I had to prepare for this. Hello! How you doing? And 45. 45 what? 45 what? I don't get it. It's okay. Anyway. Like the caliber? Sure. Like the caliber. That's actually how many cards I have in my deck is actually 45. So, you guessed it. Liches hate 45. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. I actually have to use that later because I'm gonna be, hopefully after this I'll play, that other game. Cryptmaster. I want to play Cryptmaster after this 5 times. So, I'm gonna do that. A soul-destroying deck. I mean, I have a Red Eyes deck, if that's what you mean, but I know what you mean by this. Yes. So, what you see on the screen right now in front of you is drawings from when I did Inktober to explain the story of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Character, and at this point we are very far into the story. She's back in the fusion dimension, and the guy that she really likes turned himself into a card. And she's going rogue against the Academy, and she's gonna card all of those who do not join her side to fight against the professor and academia to prevent the dimensions from merging back together. Yes, he turned himself into a card. He committed the Yu-Gi-Oh! Equivalent of suicide. And I did like a whole, suicide prevention talk already. But yeah, just hey, All that matters is that you have food, water, shelter, and a job. As long as you can survive, please, everyone matters. It's true. Doesn't matter if you think you're alone, you're not. People see you when you're out and about in your everyday life. I did talk about that already. Very important. Just wanted to say it again. Because so many of the characters that I like all jump off boats, all card themselves, all jump into giant lakes of radiolaria. Almost every character that I like has done this. Has left me in so much pain and depression that I gotta talk myself out of it sometimes. So, I take characters that I like very seriously. Sadly, it hits home a little too hard. So, 9 mil kills the body, but 45 the soul. Can't have them coming back as a lich. Oh, okay, I get it. I see. Halo announcer. Yeah. Continue like the story so far. No, you're good. Hey, I'm glad you got your drink. You're good, Myth. You brought people in. Thank you so much. I'll get my drink too, in honor of you getting your drink. So, that's not right that you don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh! Helion. No problem. I will not attempt to explain the entire story of this show again. It's complicated. If you ever do want to watch a Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, I am going to be the person to suggest watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, the 5th series, because it does tie in to a few other characters from other series and other shows. Like, they've got characters from the 3rd series and the 2nd series and the 4th series in Arc V, the 5th series. So, you know, people would say, "Oh, just watch the original. It's good." And like, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good, but you don't really get the tie-in of the rest of Yu-Gi-Oh! You don't really get to understand how to play the game, really. So, I mean, if they give that emotions about characters, threat means they're good. Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's really fucking good. Dude, Arc 5 is so good. The story is so good. Yeah, it is too much. It is too much to explain. I've already explained a lot. Mortal's been here since the beginning. I'm sorry, and thank you. You've heard this from me many times. I do, yeah, I will. So I will upload it. So, yeah, you get to hear all of my blabbering. And you just go skip. Okay. So, I've already explained the day 24. So, day 25, Red Eye's army. She goes to the club. To the club of the Red Eyes Club. She goes to those people and says, "You will join me in fighting against Academy, or I will card you." And they fight back using their versions of the Red Eyes deck, and they lose. She does not card them. Well, she might card one person. just to get them on the right track, and says, like, you know, those who don't want to be a part of this genociding of other dimensions, join me. Some people do, some people don't. Those people fight, some people get carded. You know the deal. This is just what she's doing, as the main characters are basically trying to prevent the main character from turning into Zark. Spoiler alert, the main character gets turned into Zark. And the dimensions start merging together. Alright, Midnight, take a nap, enjoy your rest. Thank you for coming in, thank you for following, I appreciate it. I know I'm saying that really late, but I had to get those words out of my mouth or I was going to explode. Thank you. Sleep well. So, the dimensions are merging back together again at this moment. Not only is the main character merged back with the rest of the 4 other versions of himself, they're all one now. The main big guy is trying to get his daughter back. The professor that basically made all of this happen to begin with. It's all his fault that the dimensions broke apart. The professor is the character that made this version of dueling in this version of Yu-Gi-Oh! So the solid vision where the monsters are physically there and you can touch them and you can ride them, the professor made that possible. And they explain in the show like why it's dangerous. But because of that, the dual monsters are like, we don't want to be forced to fight each other anymore. So that's why they attempted to annihilate the world. Yay! And that's why Zark exists. They tried annihilating the world. They were sick of being used as entertainment. Yeah. Some aren't, some are, but, you know. Some have a connection to people in this other world, some don't know. So now the worlds are merging back together again because the professor is trying to get his daughter back because his daughter separated into 4 different little daughters scattered throughout the dimensions. So now that he's fucked up the world completely, he's like, I want to bring them all back together again and bring my daughter back. Well, sir, if you do that, all of the people that have lives in these other dimensions are going to basically be genocided. And you don't care? You've already fucked up one world. Now you want to fuck up 4 all at once? I guess so. So that's basically all of Arc 5 right there. In a nutshell. Fuck the dimensions. Basically. So man says fuck the dimensions, I want my daughter back. And that's why we have a interdimensional war going on. And that's why there are child soldiers. That's why there are people getting turned into cards. Because those souls being put in those cards are what's used to power a giant machine. Because, of course, it's the souls of people that are used to power a giant machine. That's the story of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how it goes. Souls of people are used to do a thing. That's how everything goes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Everybody gets to go to the graveyard. That's how it works. So, everybody gets their souls used to merge the dimensions back together. Nobody really understands that. When that happens, they will come back. Their souls will come back to the new world that's made. When all the dimensions are merged back together again, everybody gets to exist in the original world that was supposed to be one. Nobody knows that. They just know that their lives are getting destroyed in front of them, and their family and friends are being taken from them, and it looks like they're getting killed. Nobody really understands what's happening. So, it's fucked up. Really fucked up. Nobody gets it. It's all just fucked. All of that to say, in the far top right corner, we have the black and white drawing that says Day 26 Ghosts. Those are the 2 people that Emiba saw get carded. That is the favorite character that I have, Dennis. That is the man that she's been following. Dennis, and then the guy next to him, which is Sakaki Yusho, who is his teacher. They are just walking around as ghosts right now. Because their souls are in the cards that are being used to merge the dimensions back together. So that actually happens. It's people from other dimensions and people that were in the cards now just kind of floating around as ghosts. And we're in like interdimensional timey-wimey whirly whippy shit. Like crazy shit. And it's awful. So the dimensions get split apart before they get merged back together again. They don't get merged back together again. It's really hard to explain this part. I remember it perfectly, but basically somebody prevents the dimensions from being merged back together. Because if they were, Zark would just destroy the world, and that's kind of why Zark was there, and Zark would just destroy the world anyway, so we kind of don't want that just yet. There's some weird things at the end here where you have to make a baby that has no emotion laugh in order to prevent the world from being destroyed. So yeah. I don't really add that part to my story. That's like something the main character has to do. Like, I don't really care about that stuff. Eat a Pez! Okay, Myth. Which one do you want? You want me to eat a bad Pez? You want me to eat a good Pez? Or do you want me to eat a random Pez? That's the random. I think you helped decide on that. There's Perry the platypus. So Perry is random. And then we got the demon, who is the gross, disgusting Pez. Random. Random it is. We got random again. That might be orange, actually. I can tell the next one I'm not gonna like it. It's orange! It's good! Thank you! Thank you, Myth. It's good. It's delicious. Thank you very much. Another orange. I didn't look when filling this in, by the way. I look away and I just go boop 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 because I have a big jar and I look away and I do it. So sweet. Thank you very much. Okay, so ignoring the complicated shit, we've basically at this point gone back in time. So we've gone back in time and nobody remembers anything that's happened. Now we're basically back to square one. And at this point, Emiba is back in the she's back in the Xyz dimension. So, dimensional timey-wimey shit. 4 dimensions are still separated, but they're connected by portals now. Emiba is in the Xyz dimension because that's where she was at the beginning of the show, technically. And she doesn't remember anything. Nobody remembers anything at this point. The only person that remembers things, is slowly remembering things, is Reiji, who is like the Kaiba of this show. She sees Dennis and thinks that he's familiar somehow, even though she never knew him in Fusion. She follows him. She gains back her memories of him. And he gains back his memories of everything that's happened through Shun traveling the dimensions in order to fight people, and Reiji traveling the dimensions to try and find everybody, bring them back together again. So this all happens very quickly, but you really only get the perspective in the show of Yuya, the main character, so you don't really know what's happening in the background right now. But what I did is I said, she's going to get her memories back from seeing Dennis. Dennis is going to get his memories back from seeing the other characters that show up in Xyz. So that's day 27. Day 28, Shun is traveling the dimensions. He goes to Xyz. Everybody remembers things. Dennis remembers everything, and he's told Shun, I'm sorry that I did that to your sister. I'm sorry that I told Fusion that you guys were here. I never wanted to. I was forced to. I never wanted to do this. I was being forced, I swear. I'm sorry. You know, going through all of that. He doesn't say a word. All he does is give him an Xyz monster, and he leaves. Because he has other things he needs to do. He needs to still find his sister, and he thinks he can still find his sister. And he can't. So, he's like, you know, trying to... He doesn't know what to say to Dennis yet. He can only just, like, you know, just take this for now, and we'll discuss it later. So, I did a learn to forgive kind of thing. You need a bit more therapy than that in order to forgive him, but later. At the top right in the middle, that is the best duel of the entire freaking show. Dennis versus Yuya. The fucking best fucking duel ever. uh, Yuya thinks that Dennis is still thinks that he's supposed to be evil. Dennis actually sees the people that are in Xyz that are afraid of fusion. They're afraid of the card fusion. They're afraid of everybody else that's from fusion or other dimensions. The people in Xyz are horrified. They're tormented. They remember everything that happened in the Xyz dimension of their families being carded, their children, their parents, the whole city being destroyed. They remember everything now. Dennis shows up. He can't convince them of anything. So instead, he plays into the role of being the villain until Yuya can come around and defeat him in order for them to feel safe again. So Dennis is again doing the thing where he's trying to be the sacrificial lamb to make people feel better. Yuya ain't having that. Yuya basically was like, nah, I'm breaking your mask, and you're going to do an entertainment duel with me, and we're going to show everybody that you just want to have fun, and you want to teach people that dueling is for fun. Yuya knows Dennis's heart better than Dennis knows his own, which is amazing. Loved it. Loved that part of the show. Great. Fantastic. So, they duel. Dennis does a whole bunch of fun tricks. Yuya does a whole bunch of fun tricks. They basically do an amazing show, and they show the people of Xyz that dueling isn't for fighting. Dueling is still for fun. And they heal the hearts of the citizens there, and the children's fear. They basically fix that as well. And Dennis gets to be a dual-tainment teacher for kids. He gets to be a dual-tainment instructor just like Yuya's dad. That is so good. That is so freaking good. That is the fucking best. That's basically how Dennis's story ends in the show. Like that's great. I'm happy. That's amazing. And at the bottom, the last day is day 30. Are you my number one fan? Because Dennis fucking knew the whole time that she was following him everywhere. She's always been in the shadows. She's always been watching him from afar. And he knew it the whole time. He obviously wasn't just going to point it out because he's a spy himself. He can see her. He's not blind. So, he knew. And so, that's how basically they connect. And that's basically the only way that they can really connect now is post-anime, post-story, is Emiba and Dennis time. That's basically the entire story of Emiba. That's basically the whole story of her throughout the show. And a good wrap-up of basically what I wanted to give her as a story, and just kind of make it seem like she's there, just following through everything, you know? Following, more like falling, just kind of falling through everything as it happens. And I want to go ahead and pull up, I'm gonna take this picture here and I'm gonna zoom it in. These are screenshots from the show, and I put Emiba on the side of these screenshots. So this is the last duel of that Dennis does, and she's watching from Yuya's side because she's kind of still worried. She hasn't really been able to talk to him. And there's this one scene in the episode where he says, "Now you can enjoy your acrobatic show twice," and he winks at the camera, and then and so I'm just like, wait, can he see me? Was that to me? Why did he wink? Wait, why was it this way? Why am I feeling? So, yeah. They're so cute. And so I kind of gave like, here's the main character. So she's standing over here off the side, underneath this pillar that had fallen. So he's just cute, you know, a little winky, a little blushy, you know, deeby. So I kind of just tried to hint at that he knows that she's there, but she has to hide. Because she thinks he doesn't know. But he knows. He not stupid. Alright. And I have to fix the screen again. There. Okay. Hee hee. Alright. Now we get to really, really cute Dennis and Emiba art. Now it's gonna be all color, all cute, all adorable, so just use your eyes and enjoy the screen. Just look at it and be like, you know, oh my god, that's cute. There you go. Now we're like post-anime. This is all the cute shit. Flower, this side. Flower, no, this is this side. Fuck. Flower crown. Cute little, taking pictures with each other. Amoeba's all, embarrassed. Dennis is not embarrassed whatsoever. That man knows what he wants. Cute. There's an ending from the anime where they're like sleeping on the side of a hill, so I did that. The cute sleeping one in the middle, the bottom there. The big one in the middle, which is actually them in the fusion dimension, but that would have never happened. I just kind of did the scene. It looks pretty. Hugging and the heart and the trick-or-treat with the dragon outfit and the trapeze magician, the Halloween thing, and then the cute blushy shit, the kiss on the neck and all that cute shit. Myth, that's awesome. You actually did the correct ones too. That's great. Thank you. Myth, I love it. Thank you. Here's the other two. This one and this one. Yeah. There. And that's Emiba and Dennis. Thank you. This is probably the best screen out of the entire PowerPoint presentation. This is like the best one. So good. Okay. This is some small comics that I did. This is, post-anime. Dennis, that was amazing. The best duel I've ever seen. Oh, you're still following me. Of course. I love your entertainment duels. You're amazing. That's fantastic. It makes me feel like I have my first real fan. First? Sure, I'd love to be your first fan. And then I just kind of explained them, the two of them. The oblivious card game boy and teacher, the loving fangirl that will never get any because she's too busy entertaining the world, but she knows this because he's too busy entertaining the world. Yeah. He's too busy entertaining everybody else. She knows, and his smile gives her light. This one is just her trying to react to, oh my god, it's behind everything. Oh fuck, bring to front. Bring to front. Bring to front. Can't see shit. That's just a kiss. Just cute. Can't respond. Doesn't understand. Needs refresh. Blue screen. And go back down there, please. There we go. Another little rose one. Another of her being just completely enamored with him. All of the reasons in her brain that there's no way that he can like her at all. She's so boyish and fierce and stupid, and he's so sweet. There's no way it wouldn't work. He needs some kind of princess. I'm a dragon. I'm just starstruck by the lead actor. Yeah. And then there's him also thinking similar thoughts like, no, there's no way that she could like me. I'm just being stupid. So, yeah, they're both stupid. They're both very stupid. And this is just really cute. You can barely see it though. It's so small. I made this little funny thing of her sleeping. He peeks up. He comes up and he tickles her while she's sleeping. And she punches him in the face. And then she's sorry. So she's like a tomboy and she's wants to just beat people and either beat them up or beat them in dueling. And he's just a sweet, funny guy. There we go. Alright, so that's a cute comic page. Whoops. Hold on. There we go. Okay. This is the right page. There we go. So this is another cool page of just them in different outfits and different AUs and story stuff. Um, I'll start with the big one, kind of here. Merry Christmas! Oh, it already showed up! Sweet! Thank you! This is the new mug. I'm gonna leave it over here for mug moment. Okay. Mug moment. There we go. Okay. So I'll start with this one right here. This one. I had the cool idea of Mieru, which is another character from earlier on in the show, who her deck is based off of is called Prediction Princess. Prediction Princess? I think Prediction Princess. No, Prediction Priestess? I think Prediction Priestess. She has a ritual deck, and she's supposedly is an ESP, and she can see the future, or she can see into people's minds and hearts and stuff. But mostly she can predict the future. At the very beginning of the show, she was obsessed with Yuya. I think it would be funny if, at the end of the show, instead of being obsessed with Yuya, because Yuzu is obviously, you know, now with Yuya officially, that she would be obsessed with Dennis now. And Emiba would be very protective of her, not property, but you know, she's very dragon-esque, so she'd be very protective of her sparkly man. So she says that I need to duel you then. And I wanted to give their duel kind of like a witch versus a demon queen. And I wanted the kind of solid vision dualtainment thing to change their outfits. So this has to be a thing that's in this game, right? Where not only can your monsters be physically real with you, you can change outfits. Like, I need that to be a thing. That needs to be a thing. So I gave Emiba this like beautiful demon queen-esque outfit. Black dress, gem, wings. On the bottom left, the Capey, that's another AU that I came up with. That one, you see that she's there, and then next to her is Dennis, who's like in a very regal outfit. That one is the one where she's actually a very ancient dragon. She gets injured by one of his soldiers, like one of his knights at his dukedom, you know? He's a duke. Duke Dennis. He's a duke. He has a castle. And so I wanted it to be that he then has to bring in this ancient dragon and nurse her back to health and take care of her. So that's what that is. That art of them two is the idea that I had for a duke and dragon falling in love AU. Let me scoot this over a bit. Top middle is them just getting caught in the rain. Then you see the Demon Queen Emiba one, the more of a pinkish background. That's a better visual of her outfit that she wears when she's dueling. Later on in the story. Underneath that, with the Happy Halloween, I did this really cute. I really like this one. Let me make this one bigger. This was the last art for my Inktober when I made Emiba's story. This was the very last Inktober drawing. So, of course, it's Halloween now. So I did him as a mad scientist, kind of like Dr. Frankenstein is the Frankenstein monster kind of thing, and she's a zombie. So, that's what I did with them. You can see more of that art right there with the dual disc. Let me scoot that back up. This one right here is cool. I had another... I really like the dragon AU with Emiba, because she really fits the dragon theme. This is actually Emiba, this dragon back here, and then there's Dennis as a knight. This one is basically where knights were sent out to kill a dragon, and he instead she scares all the other knights away, but he's the only one that's left, and she doesn't kill him. Um, she just doesn't want people to kill. She just doesn't want people to kill her. She's just trying to defend herself. Yeah, I love the Halloween art. It's so good. It's so good. This one's also Halloween art. This one up here is just Emiba as a ghost. I have a character that is a ghost, and I just wanted to draw her as a ghost as well. So that's cute. This is stuff back here is hidden because it's very small, but it's just like Alice in Wonderland meets my Yu-Gi-Oh characters. So these are a couple other Yu-Gi-Oh characters, but I don't really use them as much. So I can put these back there. There we go. Okay. Next page. Oh, this is cute. I really like the idea of the students calling Dennis sensei, and they do. So I think it's cute that they call him that, and then they said appears, you know, you can call me sensei too if you like. Like I never call you that, stupid. Oh, oop, oopsies. Eh, there we go. Like I never call you that, stupid. You know, cute, blushy tsundere bitch. I've got this idea where maybe Shun might actually like Emiba later on down the line. But, again, there would need to be a lot of therapy before that happens. I'm so glad the text-to-speech worked. That's so good. Let's go. You're so right, though, dude. You are so right. It is Donkey and Dragon. Yeah, that's so true. Damn, why'd you have to point that out? I don't like Shrek anymore, man. Shit. You right, though. What else is funny that I can explain here? I like the idea of Dennis being drunk and then Emiba thinking that he's adorable when he's drunk. Think that's adorable. Emiba watching videos of Dennis's dueling and then she gets caught. Aren't you gonna hold my hand? And then she gets like, you know, Dennis is like, wow, you're so bold. And it's like, no, I'm not. Leave me alone. That was stupid of me. I should have never said anything. Hug. The other characters in the show trying to push them under the mistletoe for Christmas. This is cool. I was getting into, you know, other decks in Arc 5, and I was learning how to play Sawatari's deck, which is the character at the bottom right there, which I'm talking to, and he's teaching me how to use Abyss Actors, and Abyss Actors is actually a really good deck, and I really enjoy it. It's easy to play. So I'm telling him, wow, for a deck without an extra deck, it's pretty good. And then Sawatari's like all about himself. He's egotistical, so he's like, you know, guess that's why they call me the amazing Sawatari Shingo. Like, that's what he actually says in the show. And I say, and she says, don't push it. And, yes, ma'am. Dennis in the back, hey, what you guys up to? And more cute shit. I redid this old drawing, and then I drew this instead. I also changed the dialogue from I like you to please know that I'm always here for your happiness. And then that's really sweet. This New Year's one is hilarious. I did this drawing where he's in the champagne and then I'm drinking the champagne immediately after. This cute little drawing here, this cute drawing there, this one where she's again a dragon and he's a traveling entertainer, this cute thing down here, this one's really funny, this is my entertainment dueling, oh shit, Yuya, hey, your student's learning really quick, yeah? Emiba burns opponent for game. Yes, the Alice one is so cute. Amiiba's Alice and The Dennis is a Mad Hatter. Team Miss Alice. I love the outfit. If Jet is in the audience still, there's more frills on the screen there. More frills and dress. And the curls, the giant curls in the back. Yeah, yeah, I love anything Alice. I love the American McGee's Alice in Wonderland. That shit was awesome. I've seen the second game played. I've only played the first game. Um, but I just love all things Alice in Wonderland, so I had to draw this eventually. All right. Do I have? Sure, I have. Oh, jeez. Okay. Do I have that centered now? I do. Okay. It's a shame. Yeah, it is a shame there won't be a third. Yeah, EA sucks. EA is the devil. EA is the devil. Such a good fucking game, dude. I actually have. Let me see if I put it on here. Helion, there should be a an AU in this. Oh, I didn't put it in here? What? I'm gonna do this now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Duplicate slide. Okay. Uh, have you read the game design book though? I have not. I have. There was a game design book for the. There was a third game? Damn. That's upsetting. That was gonna happen and they just didn't. That's upsetting. Bro. Nah. You'll have to fill me in on that. I want to see that. Or I could just look it up. I could find it myself. Man, it sucks to know that was gonna be a thing. I'm actually looking right now for the story is written in it too. Concept art and story. Okay. Alright. Cool. If you want, I can also look it up. But yes, if you can find it and send it this way, I don't have links prevented on the stream, so it should come through. I'm gonna pull up some things in the stream. I know, Helion, that you like Western stuff. You like cowboys. I mean, just purely from your character design, obviously, since I drew it that one time. If you like cowboys, I tried to do a cowboy-esque AU with these characters as well. I'm gonna try and pull that up. Thank you for sending that. Alice Asylum. Free download development. What? February 2023? Game design Bible. Oh man. I will download that and look at that. Oh, there's an bow and arrow. Damn. They should just remaster the first game. That would be really cool too. Man. That hits hard. The whole visuals, all the visuals hit hard. An old-fashioned cowboy. Well, okay. Bye, bro. Bye, mortal. See you later. Pretty much everything else you already know, so I'm glad you were able to sit through and listen to my story. I appreciate it. I'm gonna do more of these, so go have a nice dinner. I'll see you later. We can talk later if you want. I'll be around. Okay. For Helion, I'm gonna pull up the Cowboy AU stuff. There's gonna be an ad in like 23 seconds, so while there's an ad, I'll be pulling these up on the screen. There's one. Do 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 do. I don't know if I'll find all of them. Wait, did I put that in here? Oh, I didn't put that one in here. That one's so cool. It's not, cowboy, but it's old. And dee 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 dee. So I made a cowboy AU. I guess I just didn't add it in because I didn't feel like I did this slideshow for something completely different, not to specifically explain my character's story, but just to talk about Dennis. I put these at the end so that way I could just have it shown. Yeah, it's okay. If there's ads, don't worry. I'll wait. Wait, where is the cowboy stuff? I have cowboy stuff, I swears. Oh, it's probably in the Emiba and Dennis. The Emiba and Dennis art. There it is. I have more art of both of them together than I have of her individually. There's one. There is one. Here is another one. And that's not the same. I have a better, oh, that is the better version of that. Do I have any other ones? That's her in that outfit. That's the same thing. I think those are the only... Oh, that's actually the next page. I think that's it. Just those few ones. No. I definitely did another one of just Dennis. Sorry, guys. Okay, no, it's definitely in the just Dennis art. My art. And my Dennis art. And it's gonna be one with him in a cowboy hat. I also did him as a mobster because that's cute as hell. Did him in like a suit. Did him sleeping. I've done so much art of just Dennis. Half of the slideshow is also just art of Dennis. And there's a fuck ton of it. And it is up in a place. You might like the middle one. Yeah, there's another one behind it. Oh, here we go. There it is. So, I tried to make a cowboy western AU. I really like westerns. Like, I've watched a lot of old-fashioned westerns. Western shows. Here we go. Like, I really like Bonanza, Gunsmoke, The Rifleman. So I tried kind of going the Rifleman route for this one, especially obviously the middle picture, but she lives by herself. Her father, who passed away, left her the property that she has to protect, and she's kind of far away from town, and the town sheriff got murdered. It's not this guy. It's not Dennis. It's a different guy. Dennis comes in saying that he protected the town from something, but it was a setup. He's a fraud as well. He becomes the new sheriff because people trust him, and then Emiba doesn't trust anything. She finds out that he's actually a part of like a big corporate group that's trying to take over the town and buy up all the property and make everybody pay taxes and or destroy their homes and build a facility where they're located. So Emiba obviously wants to keep her home, keep her property, protect her land, so she goes to Dennis with a very old necklace of her mother's who had passed and says, like, you will take this and you will protect our town instead of working for those thieves. Basically the story. Basically what I came up with. Let me fix the screen now, because I just realized it was fucked up. There we go. Is that better? That's way better. Now you can see it better. Yeah. So that's the little Western AU idea I came up with. This one's really cute. I came up with a cute comic for Valentine's, so it starts at the top left and goes down and goes up and goes down. So it's like, I ship us because I can tell you're holding back your feelings and it's hurting you. I don't want you to hurt yourself because of me. You must be open with this or it will push you to do something awful, like I did. And she kisses his hand, and then she stops him and says, "It's fine, you don't have to worry about me. I'm strong, and I just want you to know you're... I just want to know you're happy, even if I'm not the one making you smile." And he's like, "Well, too bad, because you are, and happy Valentine's Day." So yeah, cute shit. It's a lot of cute shit at this point. Trying to get to the next one. Oops. Ah, crap. There we go. That's better. And then just more cute shit. So Pocky game. This one's awesome. This is also me and Jessie. So being like idols. I'm a rock idol. She's like a marching band idol. Ding. There we go. There's another AU that me and Jessie had come up with, which was a 1920s like flapper styled AU. Oops. So this one right here, she's supposed to be like covering her hair, like she's supposed to be looking like a guy, and she talks kind of like old-fashioned New York, or more southern actually. I think I'll give her a southern accent. You have no idea how hard it is to pull off this disguise. You're a strange one. I think behind here I had, yeah, that. This outfit right here is her like 1920s styled flapperish era. She doesn't want to be a flapper. She just wants to work hard and make money. So the jewel is a speakeasy that my friend and her OC and Judai both work at. So there's that. Valentine's Day to Dennis. He throws the chocolate in his face accidentally because she's embarrassed. That's from this little comic here where Sirena is trying to tell her to just do it. Just tell him that you like him. Just do it. This is also from the 1920s AU. And this is also from the 1920s AU, and I will not be making that large. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think that's the last one. It's almost the last one. Eat a Pez. Alright, Snow. Snow, which Pez? Which Pez, Snow, you want me to do? Eh. Eh. Oh, I missed one. I want to do evil, random, or good. What the fuck? There. You want evil, random, or good? Which one? I've had a lot of orange today. Evil. Finally someone chooses evil. Why am I excited about that? I shouldn't be excited about that. I know what this is. I gotta wait a bit. Thank you so much, by the way, Snow, for being here from the very beginning of the stream. Thank you so very much. I know it's been a long stream. I apologize. Feel free when I'm done with the story of Emiba, which I'm pretty much done with the story now. I'm just showing off my art of her. This takes a bit to get bad because this is cherry. Now I know what it is. This is cherry. Don't worry. It's just artificial cherry. I can have artificial cherry, no problem.
See about that.
Real cherry is bad. Real cherry hurts my... I'm allergic to cherry, by the way. Not artificial cherry. Artificial cherry is fine. But, this is sour cherry, and it gets, like, really gross when you get to the sour part. So, I'm getting to the gross part. But thank you so much, Snow, for hanging out this whole time. Thank you so much, and thank you for the subs, all the subs that you've given to people. Thank you so much. I was gonna say, wait, I forgot if you caught my brother or not. You didn't. Gave one to Acorn and sewed a couple of my friends that play Destiny with me when I play Destiny. Huh, that wasn't so bad. It was not great, but it wasn't awful. No, there's the awful part. No, there's the part that tastes like feet. No, yeah. There's the part that tastes awful. You have a bag of cherries bought from the store the other day. Do you like cherries? I used to love cherries. What kind of cherries did you get? I used to love eating cherries. I loved eating the really dark red ones, and I really loved eating the yellow and red ones, yellow and pinkish ones. I loved those cherries. I could eat them all the time when I was little, but I just developed this allergy over time. Okay, yeah, no, it just tasted like feet for a little bit. Sweet cherries? Okay, sweet. Awesome. Yeah, I love cherries. I used to love cherries. I can have maraschino cherries because maraschino cherries are mostly candy. They're not real cherries. I can have those, no problem. I can even chew on the stem, no problem. I don't know why. But, maybe it's the pit on the inside. Either way, I had a really bad reaction to, black cherry lemonade recently. My tongue was, like, on fire with pain. And I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be drinking this. I thought it was the lemonade. It wasn't the lemonade. It was the black cherry in it. It tasted really freaking good. But then it hurt a lot. Luckily, my mom had Benadryl. Or else it would have still been hurting all day. I bit my tongue in a lot of places. So, like, every place that I had bit my tongue at, which is, like, of course, has the least amount of skin on my tongue, is where it was hurting the most. It was, like, where it was swelling. It's like, it hurts again. The places where I bit my tongue, it hurts again. It's awful. Anyway. Allergies out of the way. Enjoy your bag of sweet cherries. I wish I could. They are delicious. I'll just go ahead and explain a couple more arts here. Of course, this one I've had on the screen all day is a recent full body I've done of Emiba. The big one in the middle, I am so proud of. I'm so proud of the one in the middle, man. I freaking love the Love is War art. I love Love is War. I love that art so much, and I'm just like ecstatic with how I did this piece. It needs to be everywhere. It needs to be my wallpaper everywhere. It needs to be everything. It's so good. So freaking good. I love it. I'm in love with it. So good. Okay. That's amazing. The other one is, it's kind of cool. It's a hoodie based off of her outfit. That's why there's a lot of wrinkles. It's not actually, like, the vest and everything that's separate. It's actually a hoodie, so it's one jacket that has the print of her vest and shirt. So, the pose is actually from a Vocaloid song, Gimme Gimme, if you've ever heard of Gimme Gimme. Gimme Gimme is really good. That pose is from that song, and I've done all of my OCs in a pose from the dance of Gimme Gimme, because I have a really great idea of all of them singing Gimme Gimme, and dancing that, like, together. I want to do that, but I don't know how to do the 3D modeling, I don't know how to do MMD, Miku Miku Dance, animation stuff, so yeah. And that is the big art by Kamau, of Emiba and Dennis that I commissioned years ago. I have another one of Fiona and Ouija, which is the other couple that I have for Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, but they're not really a part of the main story at all. They're just like, we are synchro players in Arc V, kind of thing. Yeah. I love that art so much. I got that art on a t-shirt. I have that art on a keychain on my bag. You can kind of see it. Um, and I had a cup of Dennis art as well. And if you can't really see it, but that circle on my on my shirt, that necklace, it's got a little face of Dennis in it too. Fucking obsessed. And then I also cosplay Dennis. So now I get the cosplay pics. So at Cosplay Dennis, this was initially how my Dennis outfit looked. The outfit's kind of the same. The wig, I have a better wig now. The wig was kind of like a Mad Hatter wig. I just kind of put the point in the front and I was done. But I have a better one now. I commissioned this from, I don't remember the artist. I commissioned it from somebody who makes wigs, and they make really good Yu-Gi-Oh wigs. So I've made that mask. So the Dennis mask there, the leather one, I made that as well. It's way up there. I'm not gonna get it down. I already broke something trying to get the Red Eyes mask off the shelf. That is, I have pictures down there at the bottom where Dennis, I'm, in cosplay looking at myself, like, I'm acting as Dennis being by the water where he jumped off the boat, to card himself, so, thinking, thoughtful Dennis right there. My husband there at the bottom did Spike Spiegel and, kind of pointing a gun at me as Dennis, because he doesn't like Dennis. He doesn't like Dennis. He doesn't get why I like Dennis. I don't get it either, but I do. He doesn't get it. Made the dual disc as well. Alright. Just some more Dennis cosplay pictures. And there's a whole group. Big old group cosplay. I just like the pictures, they look great. And then my full Emiba, so there is my full outfit for Emiba. That's the vest that I made, and this is the vest that my dad made. So you can see the differences, like, that one has, like, thicker strips on the side, and it's a darker purple. This one's a lighter purple that actually matches the pants. Got the big belts on the leg. Red Eyes Fusion card. Back of my phone's got Dennis. Cute close-up mask. More cute Dennis cosplay pictures. And then that awesome pillow that I have. Oh, Mortalia's not here anymore. Damn. If Mortalia was here, I'd say, and that's the pillow that my brother got me. Hey. There you go. That's it. That's what we got. That's everything, guys. We got through it. It's done. Why are you drawing a cat? We got through it, finally. Thank you so much for Snow for hanging out this whole freaking time. Thank you, Helion, for coming in and hanging out, and I got to show you the cowboy stuff that I did, so thank you. Thank you to my brother for hanging out and hearing me out on my story this whole time. Thank you, Myth, for raiding. Thank you, Midnight, for following. Again, thank you, Snow, for 5 subscribers. Thank you so freaking much. Acorn and Sode will be very appreciative. Jet, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. I'm glad you enjoyed. Thank you for forcing me to eat Pez that I may or may not have wanted. Especially Snow, yet again. Snow's the only one that made me eat the bad ones. This is fine. And yeah, thank you for the real Blaze. The real Blaze came in during Myth's raid. I'm just going through chat, seeing if I miss anybody who did anything nice. Oh yeah, thank you for the 10 bits from earlier. Again, Snow. Say that again because you started off the stream strong immediately, as you do. As that is your job apparently everywhere. You don't have to. Again, seriously. You don't have to. You're just too nice. You're too sweet to these people on the internet, man. You're too sweet. Straight to jail. Just reading through chat. This is so much fun. So, yee, dancing. I'm gonna clean up some things. I'm gonna play some music, and then I want to play. Is that alright if I keep streaming? I want to play Cryptmaster. Well, she'll want to have dinner, yeah, but she'll make it. Okay. Tim's been sleeping. Okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna play some music, and I'm gonna play Cryptmaster. I'm going to bring it up on Steam. I got messages. Who messaged me? Aww. Maribin. Maribin tagged me. Aww. Marin shouted out the stream. That's awesome. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pull up this. I'll be right back. I'm gonna play some Yu-Gi-Oh music again.